I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion. Choppers, better cut those risks. Hold one of my fists, we fire starters. Let's go. One out of a million will reach those heights. Always had a feeling that I won't deny that work. Never can toss. Look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks.
I was ready to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me why. I know, no, no, you won't save my life. Save my life. Keep on, you're making the waves. You and I will never be safe. Be safe. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls come down, will you save me or burn me down?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How you guys all doing? Welcome back to another stream. I don't know if this is the kind of intro we'll just have every fucking... How's it going? Hey, everybody. I see a lot of you guys hanging out in the chat. What is going on? What's happening? Something exciting happening today, boys? I wasn't aware of anything. Oh, wait. The motherfucking duels! Wait, music is gonna help me. Motherfucking duel! It's supposed to be something like this. Today we got some motherfucking duels, boys! Let's supposed to have music come into that time, but it didn't. So let's not worry about that. Failed intro. Don't clip it. This is why I disabled the Twitch chat, Twitch side. Hi, y'all, how's it doing? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. I kind of like this song. It's like a good song to start this stream with. Watch your guilty? I might try Outlaw for Duels last time. Watch your guide. My guide? Yeah, go for it, man. Although, if you do 1v1s as Outlaw, Deeper Stratagem, maybe a Mark might be better for that. And you definitely want to go for that disarm if you're going against melee. It's so good. How y'all doing? We got ourselves Dakota, Bombard, Swartor, Hottie, Kren, Baron, Fields, Pepega. We got ourselves Ametric, Corey, Zionix. I usually get through these so much faster, but today I'm fucking spacey, man. Buzzy, Dakota, how are you doing? Welcome back to another one. But they got approved that guild. Which one? Which guild? What are you talking about? Another boy called Green guild called Kren? What the fuck? Somebody made a guild called Kren? Hello? What the fuck, dude? Why don't I know part of that guild? Did we just join a guild named Kren and worship Kren as our queen? She'll be our queen. Who needs Sylvanas? We got Kren. We'll be just fine, boys. Amazing. Teach me something. Teach you what? Yo, Dollar, shout out. My name is Stream Red! Wait, wrong red! What the fuck? Or is that the right red? Is that red? That's not red. We have another red. You're a different kind of red. You're crimson. OG, how you doing, man? Hype, what to do today? Boys, remember today we're going to be doing some NA 541 duels. We'll pop in. We'll see how good NA is in terms of who can play today, how many people we got. Hey, you be on standby, because you never know, man. Hey, you be on standby, because you just never know. Also, we still need to have a Chrysler versus Obliv duel. The Fire Mage, the Controlled Flame, versus Destruction Warlock, a Wildfire of Chaos Balls and Demons, and so much bullshit at CC. It's gonna be interesting how it's gonna all go down. First of all, regular schedule to see if we have the World of Warcraft beta. I should make a... Hold on. Wait, what if I did this? Hold on. Hold on. WoW Classic Beta Access. Alrighty. Hold on. This is important for me, okay, chat? This is very important. This makes no sense for most of you guys. No mortal can understand what the fuck I'm doing right now. No mortal can comprehend the crazy actions of a madman that I'm going through right now, okay? No mortal, alright? All of you are mortal, unless you play undead. Alrighty. It's positioned properly. Wait, maybe a little bit lower? That's gonna be good enough, right? Let's have ourselves a beta test. Did we get it? We didn't. Alrighty, now I want to end it that much more. Let's just pop in the game right now. Let's get some groups going for the NA 5-5-1-1 duels. We're gonna keep that on the OBS for a good while until we get the beta. Because there's no other way. Blizzard, how was Blizzard gonna do? Deny me the beta? They're gonna deny me my birthright? Come on, man. Come on, dude. Look at this face. Look at this ugly mug. Blizzard! You don't want to give this ugly mug the beta! Shaking myself like angry parent shakes up a baby. What? That's fucked up. I didn't get shaken like a kid. My dad loved me. Of course he did. How y'all doing, though? We are back. 5-4-1 duels right now on NA. Trying to make some groups right now. Alliance, Horde, doesn't matter. Let's try to make some groups on NA. If NA doesn't work, we'll hop on EU. We always have that as a backup. How's the Diablo 3 run? Blue, it is actually fucking awesome. I did get to play some Diablo 3 yesterday. I got a Demon Hunter all the way to max level. I'm getting all the pieces, all the legendaries. I don't really know if I'll play to the current set that we have. Ooh, what? Avast, you suave. We have 5 pirates and Stamp. 5 pirates? Is that a 5 Outlaw Rogue run? Okay, well, we already got a Horde group of 5 pirates. So once we start the second group, we are going to need more groups on NA, on Horde, or Alliance. If you guys want to start a group right now, anybody have me out of reality? Hopefully y'all got it. I needed an Outlaw guide without me. How dare you betray me? You are right. I should have ran it by you. I was talking to you about it. I was whispering. It was like, man, this Outlaw build that I got is actually fucking dope. Boom, try it. That grapple hook thing, that's a lot of mobility, man. Deeper strat is, I feel like the right deeper strat can be really thick, can be really good. And if you go for Crimson Vial, you'll have survivability to build it up. If you know what I mean. I'm not trying to give away spoilers in case Boom just wants to one-shot people. Easy. Now, I need EU today. So there's a chance for EU if NA is not here to do some duels. So EU is on standby. We do want to try to give today NA a day. Because yesterday was EU all day. Today we're going to try to do NA. If NA, for whatever reason, just cannot play, we will have to go to EU if we don't have enough people on NA. But really do want to give them like a full chance, a full rundown. Because Boom already got a group, I want to give everybody a chance. Alrighty, so how do you guys make your groups? Group Finder, player versus player, premier groups, custom PvP. You can either go to find a group, see if one is up, go to find group, hit 5 in the search, enter. See if there's a 5v5 1v1 going on. This guy's got Alliance Ultra Arms instead. So we're going to start one for Alliance. See how many of y'all want to join in. 5-5-1-1 duels opening right now. If you want to get a second group on Horde maybe, that would also help out a ton. Would you do NA duels, but I'm only 388? Yeah, it doesn't matter you guys' item level. Anybody can participate. Viewers are more than welcome. Again, we don't really care about item level. It should be some sort of standardization for some of the items and gear. There should be some standardization. It's not as bad as it was back in Cata, like Frostmourne guy, 383. More than welcome to, man. Hey, more than welcome to. I'm gonna start a second group, but somebody else is gonna have to be lead so I can, like, spectator mode you guys. I'm also 385. Yeah, you guys are more than welcome, man. Gonna run Benjamin Hunt for one run. It's not very experienced. Tanks are a little bit weird. Usually we don't do tanks, Baron. Usually we don't do tanks, but maybe for one of these we might be able to make an exception. Can someone invite me to the server? Slice and dice. We don't have, it's not server based, it's like region based. So as long as you guys are in groups, that's all that matters. Can somebody start a second group by any measure? Because we'll try to get Alliance. Alliance on NA generally takes like a second. We don't have Zakati, so it takes a second for everybody to pop in and join up. Or we don't have Chrysler either, really. Because Chrysler's been leading Alliance groups. A net player has more like that. A net player has more like more EU player. What? Like viewers, you mean? I'm not surprised. I'll wait it out often. I don't want to taint the fun. I mean, if you want to pop in as a Havoc, you're more than welcome to, my guy. More than welcome to. We could try Avengers for one of these runs. I'll need. I mean, you could play, man, if you wanna. You could try one. Yeah. So now it's like cue the elevator music while we wait for a group. Do we have a second group? Because Boom already got one set up of all Outlaw really quickly on the Horde side. Would it be much easier to get a second Horde group set up? You know, oh, J-Dog, what's up, fam? I wouldn't want to make a... I feel like I want to try making another spectator character on the Horde side, see if that might make it easier. My crew be starved with some very salty boys. We'll be on a hunt, sailing 7 seas in search of blood for the Kraken! Oh, Jesus. We need a Shadow Priest in our group. We'll give them a Kraken. They'll see a fucking Mindbender, they'll grapple hook at it, stun lock it, fucking stab it. Take a piece. Already working a second Horde group? Ah, Spartacle sounds good, my man. I'll try to get this Horde group up and running. If anything, I'll give Dre-Dog lead for this Alliance group so you can keep it going. That'll probably be the best. Honestly. And it will be dead, call it. Dude, if NA doesn't got a lot of people on, we'll let whoever is on NA get a couple rounds, get a couple attempts, and then we'll hop on EU. If EU got more people on, man. Because everybody, a lot of people are still, like, it's, what is it? It's still May. We're still not hitting June, July, August when most people are going to be, like, free. So I'm not really waiting for a lot of people to be, like, really free until towards the, wait, towards the end of May. We actually are almost towards the end of May. Do most people get out of school in June? I know the college you get out in May. But then there's also you gotta go to graduation. Or at least out of my college I got out in May. Maybe other Boom, are you still in college? Are you still in school or are you guys out by now? That's a good question actually. Because Boom's in school right now. After BFA and then we'll come back, there'll only be 2 Outlaws that I wish there was a full group. That's all good, my man. It's all good. We'll try to see if Spark can get a second horde group started. If anything, I'll just give, again, on this side, give Drake Dog lead. He's been in a couple of these. I don't think he ever led, but it'll be very easy. You would just basically just keep the group open. If you can, advertise it in chat, let people know what's up. I don't see any of the 5-5-1 groups. They're all live right now. We got one on custom for Alliance, and it should be one for Horde as well. Just type in the search. In the search, go 5, enter, and that should be good to go. Let me delete the group and release it actually. 5-5-1 should be in custom PvP. My classes ended yesterday, matey. However, if people still have a class today, then I would end today for them. Yar! I would end today for them. Alrighty, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, so everybody's getting out. Huh, okay. So I guess this would be like maybe last week. Because every college does it different too. Yeah, we'll just see you annihilate as Shadow, Rogue, and 5-5. A subtlety, man? That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I was thinking maybe join in for some of these. Oh, one, what's up? We're gonna make one lead because he already has a matter of real ID. That would be perfect. So one will be lead for that group. I have him in real ID. I'll be able to queue him as often as needed. And one can play some demo. Last Mal, Dalaran, Trollen, Kappa. I don't know what the fuck that means. Did I just say something fucked up in Norwegian? Hi, I'm Swedish. Dude, that's some Elvish language. You sound like Legolas. Gotta allow us, parry all day, parry everything, boys. Fucking, you know how some people online, like you say something mean to them, they're like, deflect. I just go, parry, matey. I don't deflect, I parry. Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, Outlaws a lot of fun though, dude. Outlaws a lot of fun. I think there's a lot of hype right now. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at you. Look at this beast of a man. Dude, his belly is almost as big as that of a Kultiran. What a beauty right there. Look at that beauty. Look at him. In all his glory. Oh shit, let's go. Reshape me. Oh shit, I got that guy from Molten Core. You know, the Ice Lord. Yeah, that's the one. But you got a really cool one actually. Yours is actually really fucking cool. I remember they changed the dungeon for this one with the images or whatever that she splits into. It made it super easy. But back in Pandaria, I tried to do the challenge mode of that one. Could never fucking do it, dude. Never. Could never fucking end it. It was bad, man. But you actually got a really cool one. Wait, you're the dude that gives you the sword. You almost have the right sword in your back, too. You almost have the right sword. Is that the guy? Or is that original Kel'Thuzad? Wait, I need to check this now. That's the dude that gives you that sword that goes in your back, right? Please. I totally know this one. No. Helgen. The unclean. He is unclean. Wait. Is that not the guy that gives you the sword? Oh, Gothic. The Harvester. Oh, he's Hagen the unclean. Never mind. Oh, that's a cool weapon. Not gonna lie, my boner definitely would have flaccid now that we have a Devil Warlock. Oh, no. Oh no! Someone fluff Boomer up. Somebody be his fluffer. We'll be good to go. Yeah, Demo against Outlaw is gonna be nutty. That's gonna be hard to play against. But maybe one will switch around with Destro, Demo. Maybe we'll try Affliction for one of them. You never know. You just say Norwegian sounds like Elven language? Forester Dag. Dude, it does sound like an Elvish language. You guys sound like elves from Lord of the Rings, like in a cool way, but also in a weird way. I'll do Aff. There we go. Oh, you'll do Affliction. There you go. Boom, you got it. You got it. All right, Spart. How we looking? If Spart got a group, then I could get one going. Because we are still missing... Well, without me, we have 3. So we're missing for 2. Try the next video title. There we go. Affliction God. This Warlock is an Affliction... Yeah, exactly. You got it. 0 out of 5? Alrighty. Alrighty. We have a second Horde group. 3 out of 5 for Spart. 1 group on Alliance. We got 3 out of 5. Me, I don't count. Because I'm just coasting the group. What I actually could do is leave that group. Give it to 1. We got NA Alliance group. Horde already has a group of rogues. All outlaws. Thieves and scavengers and scallywags and smugglers and bad people. And then Spart got a 3 out of 5. So we have a second Horde group forming and an Alliance group. If I want to join either one. Oh my god. Is that Norwegian? How does even... Hold on. I'm not going to even embarrass myself pronouncing that. Hopefully that's nothing bad. Google Translate. I'm not going to Google Translate to translate it. Wait, that's German. That's German? Oh no, what does that sound like? The German sounds different than Norwegian. Oh my god, this is German. I need a Norwegian. I need Norsk. Where is the Norsk? Where is my Norsk? Norwegian. I need like a longer sentence in Norwegian so I can show you that it is literally the elven language. The fucking elves, dude. They literally took Norwegian and they made that into elven language. German, yeah, that's German though. I could go Ali and A, but I'm not good at him. Yeah, play whatever you want, my man. You should hold dueling matches when Classic comes. Yeah, Chris, I'd love to, man. I don't know how the fuck we're gonna do it. I guess Gurubashi Arena and have people really respect the rules or something. I guess the only way we would be able to do that. Although the problem is, I'm pretty sure the one lets you cross server stuff in Classic. So everybody would have to play on the same server. So this is what I was thinking, maybe for Classic, make like a Dalaran guild. And we'll actually do stuff in Classic. In that guild, we'll raid, we'll do stuff. We got a hunter here. We need one more. Uno más for Team Alliance. Uno más. Uno más. What I'm gonna actually do is I'm gonna make one lead. I'm gonna make a lead. I'm gonna leave before this thing converts into a raid. So I'm gonna leave to keep it a party. So you guys stay. You need one more person. Alliance still needs one more. Horde needs one more. Spartus has 3 out of 5. I'm a bail. One has lead. Hopefully I stick around. Did I phase? I didn't phase. Awesome. It's perfect. I was talking to Red. Oh, okay. Would you be friends to Reds? Oh, yeah, to Reds. What's up, Red? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hope you're having a good one, my dude. You know that mages counter paladins, right? No, Zan, I honestly don't feel like mages counter... I feel like paladins are way too strong. In a 2v2 or 3v3 environment, I could definitely see a mage cutting the hell out of a paladin. Because that's a wheelchair. But like in a 1v1, a mage has an ice block trinket. And if they go for the blink, that's the only way to maybe like get out of a paladin, like cooldowns. But like I feel like just the damage of a paladin still claps. I guess the mage, like a clothy, dude, you fucking throw hammer, you throw a goddamn tool shed at them. You go to a hardware store and just like chuck fucking hammers at them, and they melt. At least I would think. Until I saw Obliv, and Obliv just melts paladins, and I was like, yes, that was beautiful. I don't know, I think it's so cool. Maybe they actually counter, and I just haven't seen mages duel paladins ever. But that's the first time I really see them, man. That's really the first time I've seen that. If fighting paladin, we have so much defense and really strong offense. Well, paladins have the bubble the bop, and shield of vengeance is pretty strong, and that's really about it. It's just how they use those cooldowns and the self healing. So if paladin can line, cut aside, LOS, get out of damage, heal up, come back. Go away. Maybe use a shield of vengeance offensively. A paladin has a lot of toolkit, I think, in order to help them win. It depends how they use it, though. You know what I mean? Like if a paladin is out in the open and they can't ever get in melee range to do damage, and they have to burn through bubble and bop, yeah, they're dead, obviously. But if a paladin uses mobility to their advantage, comes out, doing the big burst, lines up the big cooldowns, forces cooldowns maybe through mid and long wings, saves the big wings for a little bit later, stuff like that, I can definitely see it. I can definitely see him doing well. Let me know when you have 5 people, by the way. Let me know when you have all 5. Spart, let me know when you have 5, because Boom has been waiting for a while. I want to give an A a chance, boys. I want to give an A a chance. We might not be able to get too much variety today on an A, but I do want to give the guys that came out all the opportunity. As soon as y'all got everything, dude. Oh my goodness. Still 40, the real German. Give me some Norwegian. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. Jack Hayton Mensk. Is that bad? I feel like I don't even know if I should say that stuff out loud. Give me like a long Norwegian sentence. What's up, Love Chef? How you doing, my man? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a good one. Gru ut norsk. Is that it? Is that it? Did I say it right? Gru ut norsk. Like I tried to say it like as if I'm trying to speak Russian, but I'm also giving like Gru ut norsk, like inflections, I guess. Is that close enough? I probably said something bad just now. Think we do years to learn English easy? Dude, I've been learning English since I was like... How long? So I went to the school back in Russia called a linguasium. Think gymnasium, but language. It's where you start learning a language from year 1. From like whenever you start school. For me, my linguism was English. So we were learning English from day one. So, I mean, I feel like I didn't really learn English until I actually came over to the NA. And I dropped the whole surname, all that color with 1 O or whatever. L, I think it's L or O's. Like, I dropped the British English for more American, whatever the fuck we got going on. Can't even call it English. It's just America. No better one for me either. No, I'm sorry, man. Don't know how to cook. love chief like war chief. I don't know how to cook. Love chief. Okay, fair enough. You don't know how to cook, but you know how to give him the good old love, huh? Is that the kind of chief you are? Not cooking chief? Love? Okay. That was a bad joke. Russian is a spirit language? No! Don't learn Russian! As a Russian, do not learn Ruski. Don't learn it. It's useless unless you're gonna go to Russia. And even when you go to Russia, you don't even need to learn Russian. Most Russians are fucking drunk. Just get drunk and you guys will be able to interact with each other. You guys' brains will be at half capacity. Because you're only half capacity, you have half a brain, they have half a brain, it makes a full brain. You will learn to work together. I'm not even fucking joking. If anybody go into Russia, they just fucking get drunk on trains and shit. If you ever go watch comedians, the guy will look up The Machine, and that's all you need. True fucking story, dude. It's fucking happened. Spread love. There we go, my dude. What a nice fucking guy. Oh, boy, не русские. Jacek Luchi. Yes, that's not Russian. That's like Kazakhstanian or something. What is this? Norsk dot Norsk Sprak nom Snackes some morsel. I don't know. It sounds like more marshmallows. Round 5 millionaire minis. I don't know what it is. Yo, Morten, I don't even know what he's saying. I want to read it out loud, but it's like, God forbid I say something bad. Oh, Jesus. The Machine. You know that shit, dude. You know it. I love Russian. Say good morning and it sounds like I'll kill you. Wake up in the morning and nothing better than Zdarovo, tоварищ. What the fuck? Yo, no, not me. I didn't do anything bad. I see what you mean now. I'll just say it out loud. It makes sense now. Yeah, that doesn't sound friendly. Although it is. Is there any way to make Arms Warrior work in these duels? I would love to see an Arms Warrior somehow find a way to make it work. We had a Panda on EU try to make shit work. That's as close as the guy got, man. Want to redeem my rogue glove? More than welcome to, my man. More than welcome to. Yes, Naya. Oh my god. Fucking A. We have 5? Who has 5? Spart? 1? Which one of you guys? We have 5. One got 5. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Spectator match. Boom. Spart got 5. Perfect. We're gonna get all you boys dueling each other. I don't even know how much variety we'll be able to get. We'll probably just have Boom and Spart. We'll have the winner of this one duel Spart. How does that sound? The winner of this duel will duel Spart, and we'll just start randomizing you guys. We can get some variety of people. I don't know how many people are going to be on for that variety for the NA, but, you know. Oh, God. Don't... you got... that. I don't understand the A and the E is one letter. I just don't... I don't comprehend. We can join the group. Anybody on NA can join the group. That's actually true. My friends are sometimes like a second Pacifica with a swap to Russian. Oh yeah, it's like German, right? Germans may say the nicest things, but they just sound angry when they talk. It's not their fault. It's the language. Same thing for Russian. It sounds like imposing. It sounds really imposing. Switch. Hopefully, whoever is the Team Blue guy gets in. Let's introduce the boys though for the day. Hey, here we go. We got ourselves the Pirate Boys. We got Pirate Crew for Boomer. We're gonna have Curson as well. Isn't Curson... Is that Cinderella? Oh no, I don't think so. And it's gonna be Legendary. Wait. Is Legendary... Is that Seavark by some chance? I don't know why. On to you. How's it going, my men? And we got Zenul as well. Team Red, the Pirate Crew, with Boomer leading the charge versus Team Blue. We got ourselves Durden. Drake Dog, we got ourselves Frostmourne. I like that easy name. Hikari as well as one playing that Affliction. We're gonna see if he can make it. Affliction is hard, so we're not gonna fault him if it doesn't work. Is he gonna go first, or is it gonna be Drake Dog first up? Oh wait, you already got interrupted by a Legendary off the bat before we even got the opener. All right, Legendary looks like it is gonna be 1 versus Legendary. I don't know if one was actually the first guy going out, but now he has to be. Is going to swap out to the Fell Hunter's Legendary. Is going to go for that Invis. Forced out a cooldown. Forced out a duel out of 1. Going to go for the random Shadow Fury. Actually does snipe out Legendary. Completely had to randomize it. Throwing out the dots onto the mage off the bat. Interrupting him onto the polymorph. And Legendary is going to try to hide behind the pillar. Not going to happen, as one is going to put him out in the open. Going to go for the big dots right now onto Legendary. And that's going to be Temporal coming in pretty early on. Going to get a Ring of Frost off of the pet. Try to see if he can get away from the pet. Fear coming out onto the Legendary. Get Chickens out of it immediately. Going to drop down Meteor. Interrupting 1 on the Shadow. But that's still a lot of dots. Taking down Legendary right now. Lots of damage for this boy. He's going to be at about half health. More than that. Dots still ticking. Board coming in for 1 right now. As he's just on a chase from the mage. Going to be a freeze into... Oh, breath into a freeze to keep 1 in place. And Legendary still has dots on him. He's still melting little by little. He does need to. Oh, still has dots. He's gonna try to go for the Xander Racial. Not gonna happen here. What is this dot that he's got? It's the longest dot in the world. Finally, it falls off. And 1 is already around the corner. Able to dot him up very soon. Is going to try to breath. But that's going to be horror effect to follow. Does he get an interrupt? Maybe. Polymorph coming out. That's going to be Poly. Reflected actually at Legendary. Given 1 the opportunity to actually get him CC'd for a moment. To get all the dots rolling. Got the UAs. And Legendary is trying to see if he can bail out of there. Blanket away from that Shadow Man. Again, the dots are rolling on him all over. Needs to find a way to self-heal somehow. Gonna be very difficult as this Warlock has consistent damage over time. It's actually gonna be dispelling that shield every time Legendary has one going. That's gonna be insane. Not gonna let the shield soak up a lot of the dot damage, so his health is gonna be dropping little by little. If you have 1 also with a Mautic, then that will be probably the most insane play. Not letting Legendary get any kind of self-heal. Not gonna let him get any kind of food at all. Gonna freeze the pet for a second. Try to blink next to the Warlock. Is gonna try to land a Polymorph. Does land it. Is gonna finally get himself that shield. The dots is still ticking down, but once at least a portion of the dot to be soaked up by the shield. Maybe he can snag himself a bit of food. That's all he's got going for him. 1 needs to interrupt the food ASAP, sending the pet over there, dispelling the shield immediately, and needs to get the dots up and running. Needs to find a way to hold Legendary down for a moment to get the dots rolling. And Legendary is actually gonna get himself somewhat of a good heals. I don't even know where the heals came from. I guess maybe from the shimmers. Maybe he gets the shimmer blinks. Is gonna interrupt that shield ASAP. Double shimmer coming in for Legendary. Not gonna get the heal from the shimmers. Get the shield for somewhere else for sure. And 1 is actually gonna have to port over there just to chase after him. And oh, the breath in the face. Polymorph to fall. Getting interrupted. And Legendary is getting dotted up. He needs to find a way to land a Polymorph onto Legendary, I think. Or Fear. It's going to get a horror effect. Fear to follow. Legendary is completely locked out. That's going to be 1. Try to see if he can unload a bunch of damage. Is he going to go for big damage? Drain life coming out. Going to snag that drain life as Legendary goes around the corner. Needs to dispel that shield ASAP. Does get a dispel with a pet consistently, letting the dots rot down Legendary's health. Going to be insane. Ring of Frost coming down. Going to be able to see through the pet. Actually, no, getting interrupted on it instead. 1 as a Warlock simply just doesn't have the mobility to catch up to the mage at all. Is able to maybe at least reapply his dots from time to time, but that's about really all he's got going from. Legendary's health is really not looking that good. Does get a shield back up and run. Needs to avoid the pet. Needs to avoid the Warlock altogether. That's going to be 1 actual jumping in that Ring of Frost with a drain life to follow. Does disrupt the port for Legendary, or his shield, and is that going to be actually enough dots to take him down right now? Ice blocking those dots off is going to ruin the pet, and is going to go for a regenerate. Looks like he is going to be able to get the full heal. 1 can't really close out the game on the mage. He's moving way too fast, not letting 1 get all the UAs out and running, not really letting him get the big burst going, but he's at least able to harass him the whole time. But it's a perfect opportunity for the mage right now to actually turn this around. Full on health. Looks like he has cooldowns available, trinket available, and even mounted up. He can actually walk up to 1 at any moment. He could choose when he wants to fight him. So right now for 1, also looking pretty healthy. Cooldowns available. Dampen is going to be hitting sometime soon for this duel. Legend is still trying to bide his time as much as possible, but he looking good. Looking like a recovery. Being a Zandalari racial is pretty busted for him. Is going to get a root onto the pet. 1 actually using the Russian pet. Interesting. What's the name? Saran what? Sarandio. Okay, interesting. It's almost like Sarah and Dio, something like that. Temporal coming in for Legendary a little bit early. Try to see if he can Ring of Frost the pet. Not gonna, doesn't Ring of Frost, no, it does Ring of Frost the pet. That's gonna be much ways get it stacked up. Greater Power Blast coming out for Legendary. He's gonna be able to land it. Reflect coming in for 1. It actually reflected back at Legendary. Doesn't have a lot of to work with. He's gonna get that shield up and running again. It's gonna try to run away. The dots are melting through him right now. The dots are doing work. but he doesn't have the pet to disrupt those dots every time. He's gonna get a stun in there. Try to see if he can walk up, make sure read dot legendary completely. That's gonna be a breath in his face, a big disgrace. Leaving legendary. Well, I guess if he exploded, then he'll be leaving legendary all over the place. But it's gonna be drain life short, siphon and death. Short as death ever, longest drawn out fight, longest drawn out kill. Legendary actually nabbing that invis for a second. And one still needs to find legendary. He's actually walking out of there while invis. He actually made it out of there. Is he gonna go for the big heal? Does he ever generate again? Gonna get a Ring of Frost around the corner. One is gonna have to go a long way a bit. Gonna be breath in the face as soon as he approaches. Does get 1 dot or 2. One needs to get the damage in there. Trying to land their money gateway. Is gonna pour in there. Not giving them. How is he healing? What? How is legendary healing just now? Wait, how is he healing? Seriously, how is he healing? He was just healing a ton. That's gonna be horror, and that's gonna be one with a reflect on legendary. Does interrupt him on a horror effect as he tried to get these UIs in there. Malik on the legendary right now, not going to be given any kind of healing. That's going to be shield up and running as the last bastion of defense. Breaking the shield almost. And that's still taking down one, trying to let the dots. All he can really do is try to hopefully get enough dots in there to hopefully let legendary drop down. And let's try to let it pop. If not going to happen, drain life. Cauterize though, he still has the cauterize. My god, Blizzard, Affliction Warlocks does go down. They're finally one try to. It's not like one is even trying to prolong the games either. I think he's trying to get as much damage in as possible with what Affliction has, and it simply just doesn't have a lot. It's gonna get the big pet coming out. It's gonna get the dots going onto you. It's gonna bail behind there with dots, LOS, and try to get some damage off of the pet. That's gonna be a bunch of zaps from the Dark Glare as he gets hoarded out in the open. Actually, the pet is doing quite a bit of damage to one. Needs to make sure that he has all the dots appropriately there. The more dots he has, the more damage that pet does, but it's actually doing quite a bit of damage. Does let it fear as he tries to go for the demonic. You ways to get it stacked up. Is going to get the reflect rolling, so one of you can't even interrupt him. Is going to go for the big metamorphosis right now. Does land a stun onto one. It is going to go for wall right now. Try to see if he can defense himself up as best as he can against the DH. Try to see if he can maybe get himself also a demonic gateway rolling. Needs to get the horror effect or some CC chain rolling. I think this way he uses Warlock Hellstone in order to recover some health, and is going to go for that gateway. Fear coming out into on you. Has a trinket, is going to get a trinket out of it. Another fear trying to come out for one. Does land it with a drain life. Does he have the horror effect to follow them? Does he have Death Coil? One does go down and on EU or one U does land the kill onto the Warlock. It's going to be a stun onto Hikari though. Hikari is going to trick it out of that imprison. Actually, pretty early. Trying to see if he can snap down onto you in half right now with a single Hodge. Lots of damage coming out. Onto you is going to bail out of it for a second. Does get a momentary blur during that vengeful retreat. Is just trying to backpedal out of that duel immediately. Hikari still has a fair amount of cooldowns left, and Oni is actually just going to mount up, trying to see if he can get away from the Pala. Pala could go for a mount up as well if he wanted to. Oni trying to go for some food right now. Hikari just is right on top of him. He's going to get that stun. No chicken available for Hikari, even though he doesn't really need one. Oni is still out there, but Judgment comes down, barely getting him, and down he goes as the last hammer flying out of Hikari just nabs him. That's going to be reflect coming on for Zanui a little bit early. Does land a stun to Hikari to follow. Hikari is not going to sit the stun for too long. Going to get a Hodge onto Zanui. Is that going to be reflect, or is that going to be tricky coming in out of the warrior? We'll see if he does. Going to go for rampages. Needs to be aware of the Hodges. Hikari still has a lot of cooldowns available. Bubble and Bob still available. So that's going to be a lot of opportunity for Zanui to die. All he has is a trinket, reflect, and enrage regeneration. Try to see if you can get the reflect. Not gonna get a Hodge out of it. That's actually gonna be a bop out of Hikari immediately. Zanui try to go for that heal, and that bop completely nullifies any kind of healing Zanui has. Zanul, all he has is maybe that energy damage reduction I was gonna say, but even that wasn't enough to keep him alive. Kirsten's up next. Acid Outlaw getting a kick onto Hikari's cast, and Hikari used to find a way to deal with this Outlaw rogue. Used to be a way that Outlaw actually has some hidden damage behind it. It kind of sneaks up on you. It's not out in the open. It's not a big burst. It just kind of procs happen and down you go. Out of nowhere. Shield Avenger is about to come down. Curse is taking quite a bit of damage actually. Is going to go down immediately. Sage Trick getting ripped through by Hikari. That's going to be parry for Curson. Hikari cannot hit into it right now. He is going to get parried in most of his attacks unless they do have a range component. So Curson does have a bit of advantage, but Hikari is just going to land it slow, try to continue to heal himself as much as possible. Curson is DR, and all of his stuns might need to vanish out of that situation. Blind coming out. Does Hikari use a trinket? Does he use a cooldown here? Not going to happen. He's just going to wait it out. Sitting next to the eye. And Hikari actually getting opened up on by Curson. Hodge coming down. Curson has nothing for it. Is going to get cleaved down just like that. Flashlights coming out for Hikari. Boomer's last man standing. Wait, is he actually last man standing? I think he is, yeah. Legendary was in there. And Boomer's going to be last man, the last Outlaw swashbuckler. Try to see if he can manage with Hikari. Bubble coming out for Hikari. Big cooldown to follow. Boomer's going to have to crack the tough exterior. And Hikari, when did he bopped against the warrior? So that's going to be the last bastion of defense that he has. All he has is a trinket. And maybe he can get himself a shield of vengeance at one point. Boomer is going to be able to sneak up on the bad boy, getting that, trying to see if he can land a kick on a flashlight. Hikari, I think, was trying to see if he can juke him out. Is going to get those flashlights in there, going to be a gouge out of Boomer, but it's not going to have a kick available. It's going to stagnate all his damage abilities and his CC a little bit far apart. Disarm coming in onto Hikari. Not going to be able to get wings, and he is going to go for wings, but he's not going to be able to get the big damage. Cloak of Shadows coming in for Boomer. Hikari just can't really do much as this. He's parry. Cloak of Shadows can't hit this rogue at all, and down he goes. Boomer not given a break after that duel. Is going to get snagged by Frostmourne immediately. Going to trick a grapple hook out of there. Try to go and see if he can restealth. Frostmourne is going to have a hard time against Boomer for quite a bit of time. He's going to have a hard way to go. Boomer is going to have the pet, going to be able to reroll buffs. Really strong buffs right now. Lots of damage expected out of Boomer, but no trinket for quite a while. So Frostmourne can still go for a lot of damage. Is going to go for that IBF early. Gouge coming in for Boomer. Force the cooldown. Gouge, reset. There's no point of fighting a Death Knight right now. There's no point of fighting a Death Knight while he has IBF. Boomer still has a really good set of buffs. He could get another stun in there very, very soon. Just as long as he keeps spending the column points into finishes, should be good. And it's actually gonna be Frostmourne's pet dead. Does dismount with the pet coming back. Another stun coming in for Boomer. Is that gonna be a trick out of Frostmourne? Back-to-back stuns. Big zaps coming in. Frostmourne find himself at 75% health. He's gonna get the army of the just not the army of the dead. Just gonna get the A-bomb rolling as he's gonna disarm the Boomer. Is gonna bail out. Again, force cooldowns out of Frostmourne. He even forced out Death Pact. And he's out. Frostmourne still holding on to a trinket. No Death Pact, no IBF, no nothing. And Boomer is still down on trinket. No parry, no cloak for a while. So let's see how it's going to be. Hey, what's up, Dev Supper? How you doing, my man? How you doing, my guy? This mog is really cool. Piety? Yeah, Boomer got a really cool mog, man. Look at that. It's a full setup. He even got a hook hand, dude. That's a unique fist weapon. I think that's from an island or something. Gonna be stun for Boomer for Frostmourne. Does he not roll a trinket? Is he relentless by any chance? Gonna be Maledict for Frostmourne. Not gonna have a lot of help to work with. Gonna be somebody that Bebon Gargoyle. The Gargoyle play. Interesting. That thing is gonna be able to get free zaps onto Boomer. That is a very interesting pet. The more runic power Frostmourne spends while the Gargoyle is up, by the way, the more damage it will do. If he goes for a lot of death strikes, he could actually do it, but nah, not gonna happen. Boomer is gonna take him out before we see the full potential of the Gargoyle. Is it gonna be Durden up next, or is it Drake Dog, Dasher Warlock, or Beastmaster Hunter? Either one works. Boomer still has a fair amount of health to work with. It's gonna do a bit of a dance. 51% dampen and rolling in for this first set of duels. Let's see. This DK over UCDs. Yeah, I guess he was trying to respond to Boomer on his damage. And Boomer just kind of waited it all out. Yeah, I guess so. What's up, Ruben? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. It looks like it is going to be Durden up next. He is running around looking for a Boomer. Might just have to go pick up eyes, unless he already has. Should be able to send the pet at Boomer if he did have eyes up. He doesn't, so that's going to be Sap. Could send the pet. Does he see Boomer? That's actually going to be Sap on the pet, and Boomer's going to swap it on to Durden. Going to force a trick out of him with a disarm immediately to follow. Durden is not going to be able to get big damage going, but he's going to start setting up CDs right now. Blind onto the pet as he gets beefed up with Bestial Wrath. Durden trying to see if he can get some damage in it. Doesn't get kill command from the pet, but it still is disoriented. Doesn't get the auto attacks rolling, and Durden is trying to continue just popping more cooldowns to get offensive pressure going on Boomer. And Boomer's just going to go for that line of sight. Not going to let Durden's pet get any kind of beef up for the auto attacks. Not going to get the kill commands off. So the pet is more or less useless. Boomer does get himself snag or regenerate for just a couple ticks. And it's going to get the cooldowns back into Durden. No trick available this time. That's going to be a stun. Does Durden have any cooldowns left at all? Boomer's looking to close out this fight. It's going to be his acceleration coming out early. Going to get a defensive rolling. I think that's a pet sack right now. Maybe a Master's Call. Either way, stun coming onto Boomer. Trick it for Boomer, though, as he's going to continue trucking the damage on Durden. Malak to follow as a Dire Bastard joins the fight. That's going to be Turtle Shell out of Durden. The Boomer's just going to have to wait this out a little bit. Grapple hooking over to Durden right now. Does he get the big damage, though? He's going to go for that stun. That's going to be a long stun. I think it's going to be allowed for that fight. Boomer does take him out, and Drake Dog is up next. Try to see. Oh, gonna go with that honor duel. Gonna give Boomer the chance, man. Destra Warlock versus an Outlaw Rogue. It's gonna be one of the hardest matchup for rogues in general. But we'll see if Boomer can maybe come back. 63% dampening. Not gonna be able to get a lot of healing, but it's gonna be allowed to get the full recovery. That food should be able to put him up to full. And Dre Dog is just gonna. He's actually just gonna allow it. What a nice guy, dude. Dre Dog, what a nice guy. Actually, the nicest boy in the world. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Boomer versus Dre Dog. 65% dampening is going to drop down. Rain of Fire. Try to see if he can snag the rogue out. And it's going to go trying to see if he can land a fear. It doesn't land. And it does. This is where Drake Dog actually has the most control against Boomer. It's going to get him down and all. Did he miss? I don't think he missed. Oh, there it is. I was thinking he missed that Cataclysm. Because I didn't see an immolate on Boomer at all. Gonna be stunned by Boomer. Into a killing spirit forward. Does Drake Dog answer with a pet CC? You always have the pet on standby in case he needs some CC. Gonna be horrific. Into a cast mode. Boomer's gonna take quite a bit of damage and Incinerators to follow. As Drake Dog is actually gonna get a lot of haste. He isn't even running a... You can see with his right hand he has a bit of an effect going. That means he got a Sea Breeze weapon. It's gonna give him a ton of haste. And it's actually gonna, I think, clock up. So the more... The longer the weapon ticks, the faster haste is going to be given to Drake Dog. Going to get a chicken immolate coming out fairly quick. It's going to drop down big and fertile. Boomer needs to find a way out of that situation. Going to vanish immediately. Has cloak if he wants to use it. But he's going to try to hold on to that cloak. Drake Dog got big cooldowns rolling right now. Wants to maximize him, mounting up an expedition to find Boomer. Going to be a sap for Boomer immediately. Does he get the pets on Boomer right now? Boomer still has a pretty long dot, but it's going to fade off right now. And Boomer's just going to wait this out. This was Infernal. This was Dark Soul. This was everything out of Drake Dog. And Boomer is going to go for that regenerate. Try to see if he can get a couple ticks of that before Drake Dog approaches him. It's actually going to get that Rain of Fire in there, just so Boomer doesn't get the full line of sight, doesn't get the full CC chain. That's going to be CC by the pet. Boomer still holding on to his Trinket, does have Cloak of Shadows if he needs to. Chaos Bolt going to get a Trinket out of his stun onto Drake Dog. The pet CC is no longer there, does let a Horror Effect into Boomer, and he does grapple hook away, does land the line of sight that he needs to. Going to get the common points for the pet, maybe get himself a buff. Does he get a good one? Decent buff actually, can do some damage to Drake Dog. But it's going to be DR for a bit. Going to land the mark for the stun. And Drake Dog going to eat the full killing spree. But it's just going to wall it right now. Lots of defense coming out. Gouge coming in before he can snag a fear onto Boomer. And Boomer again is just trying to force cooldowns on Drake. No offensives, no defensives. Drake Dog still has a lot of CC between fears, the Death Coil, the pet CC. That's still a lot to put Boomer in a bad situation. But Drake Dog does not have the big Chaos Bolts to follow up for that. So Boomer's going to try to land a stun on him. It's going to be a lot of armor for Boomer to get through. Not a lot of health left. Does have Cloak of Shadows if he needs to. And it's going to land the Vanish a little bit early. Try to see if he can get away from Drake. And Drake is just going to go exactly where Boomer was going to go to. Snag another heal, second heal, 80% dampening, not going to give him a lot of health back. He's going to have to bank on a massive Cloak of Shadows when he gets it. So Drake is going to be pretty good right now. Going to snag the eyes, going to be able to send the pet at Boomer. No, the eyes didn't get to snag him. Does he not realize it? Yeah, you kind of have to stand next to the eyes for like a second. Oh, snags those this time. Sap coming in, could go with a pet CC. And Boomer's actually just going to open up on a pet. I think interrupt the pet too into a stun on Drake. Going to force a trick out of him. Confligate to keep Boomer out in the open. Cloak of Shadows coming out. He's trying to get a big all in. A lot of CC for Drake Dog is down for the count. Not going to be able to get any kind of CC from there. Fear is the only thing he has. And Boomer didn't get any CC for that. Didn't get an interrupt or a gouge. Gonna get a stun around the corner. Cataclysm around the corner. Boomer's taking a lot of damage. 84% dampening. Cloak of Shadows is done. Barely any healing available. Is gonna snag himself whatever last heals he has. But a Drain Life is gonna take him out. And down it goes. Goddamn, boys. Goddamn. Alright. Yo, one, you can go back to whatever spec you want to play, man. If you go back to Demo, you're more than welcome to, my guy. Moonclaw's got 5 people? Fuck yeah, dude. Let me get 1 versus Boom, though. Let me get 1 versus Boom. 1? Oh, no. We get 1 versus Spart. Spart, do you still have people, man? Because we can get 1 at you right now. 1, everybody in his group, stay. Stay. Don't you dare move. Don't you dare go anywhere. Wait, are we? We're almost at 200, boys. We're almost at NA 200, and we have Moonclaws available. Let me know when ready. Let me know when ready. Spart is ready. 1, let me know when you're ready. If you have all the people in the world. I messed up. That's all good, man. Frostmer, just get back in there, dude. Just get back in there. That's all that matters, man. I think we're all good. Alright, I'm gonna kill you guys before you guys is banned. Spart 1-5. the winners are going to queue against Spard. One, if you want to play more Affliction, or if you want to go back to Demonology, or even try Destro, you're more than welcome to, man. I'll just let you play whatever you enjoy, man. I'll let you play, because I just feel like Affliction might be in just the worst position ever. And it just might be like one of those painful experiences where it's just like, it's just rough, you know what I mean? It's like trying to play Marksman in Duels, you know what I mean? Like Frost Death Knight with Chillbane was pretty fucking dope. Frost could actually pump out some numbers, but it's going to be a long fight though. So I never really know, you know what I mean? So more than welcome to just go back to if you want to play whatever the hell you like, man. Switch. MM could be good? Dude, that's tough, man. MM is tough, Baron. That's fucking difficult. Just realized almost a 1-year sponsor. Feels great, man. Still love you. Full homo. Oh, and notice can at Flockspark. Deck Dalaran. I don't know what the fuck that means. Yeah, so check my man. I appreciate it, man. We're gonna get that nice fatty Dalgasm emote for you. What's up, Bray? How's it going? For Mage losing to an Affliction Warlock, even though he got the Rogue Potion. Did he get the Rogue Pots? Wait, did he seriously get the Rogue Pots? No way. Yo, Rogue Pots, let's keep him just to Rogues. I know it's not like a Warlock Health still. I mean, okay. Well, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, actually. You know what? We'll let Rogue stay out. Let's say you can give Rogue Pots. We'll see how well that works out. Because I was wondering, like, how is he getting so much healing? And I guess Rogue Pots would do it. We got ourselves Team Red. It's going to be Kazlo. First up, as what looks like an enhancement ship boy versus Drake Dog is going to get that come flag early. Kazlo, are they dueling? Is it ready? I think it's ready. I think they're just going to go at it. We're gonna introduce Team Red real quick. We got Phyllis, we got Mist, Omni Knight, Spart, and we got ourselves Durden, Frostmourne, Hikarian 1 as the winning team from last game versus Drake Dog and Kazlo right now. It's trying to get the Kazbots in there. Big fear coming out. Does he pre-tremor it? He actually could go with a pre-tremor as enhanced your boy. Needs to find a way to deal with the massive Kazbots, and they keep coming out by Drake Dog back to back. Does interrupt him, I think, on Firecast. This one Kazlo needs to go for some massive re-heals if he's got any going on. Is gonna get a Sunder into Drake Dog. Gonna trick it a little bit late though. Horror effect onto Kazlo, just tricking it something in midway. That's gonna be Kazlo just to finish him off. Oh my goodness, dude. Enhancement. I don't think Kazlo was ready for a Destruction Warlock, man. That's just too big of a responsibility. Who's up next to Team Red? We got us as a Frost Mage here. A Frost Mage, but no, it's actually, I think it's gonna be Mist. Well, Mist. You will be missed, because I don't know how well you're going to do against Drake Dog. That's going to be a Destro Warlock versus a Beast Mastery Hunter. You'll have to Destro Warlock just like... I feel like he's just going to wipe the floor with that Beast Mastery. But I guess we'll find out ourselves in a bit. Mist is going to try to get a setup. It's going to become flag immediately. Try to see if he can just disengage and get his way around Drake Dog. Drake is already going to set up double Emily going on Mist and Pet. Gonna get an interrupted Drake onto Kazmo into a stun to follow. The Infernal is there. Mist realizes the gravity of the situation. He knows that's going to be a lot of damage out of Drake right now. War stomping him, just holding him in place. That's going to be Dire Basilisk. Does he get the double? He got the double. He got the, what is it? Double coil with Havoc. That was insane. Got it on him and the Pet. Double heal for Drake Dog, also double the C. And it's going to try to get a dot onto Dire Basilisk and is going to try to avoid it as best as possible. Drake still looking real healthy. Mist. He's going to have to find a way to deal with the wall as Drake Dog is just going to get all those free casts in the big Cataclysm after the Kazbo to follow. Mist not really looking all that healthy. Is going to try to get another kill command, but another Fury locking him down with a Kazbo to follow. Safety Trinket Brock and second Kazbo eats through that Safety Trinket. And I think he's down. He's going. Yep. He's going to be missed. Exactly as I said it. Drake Dog taking two people out back to back. Destro Warlock. Is he going to be the one to take him out? Is that going to be Fairless? Fireflies. That's what it is. Fireflies is that song by that one artist that was a meme. Fireflies. Took me a second. Drake Dog gonna have a Trinket backup, and he's gonna have Dark Soul instability as well. Big crits, big damage. Gonna have beefy Kazbos regardless. Fireflies is going to be coming out of Invis really soon. He's going to see if he can get a slow onto Drake Dog. Try to see if he can just land a frozen orb next to him. And I think Drake Dog is right outside of the range of that frozen orb. I think maybe he's taking a little bit of damage. It's going to get Fireflies a bit of icicles, or a bit of figures of frost progs, but it's not going to be insane. And Drake Dog is going to get interrupted on his fire, but he's going to land that fear. And it's going to be an ice block out of Fireflies off the bat. Just doesn't even want to eat a single Chaos Bolt in the opener. But then again, he is a Frost Mage, so maybe he just has an Ice Block to throw around. He doesn't have any kind of healing like an Arcane Mage. He doesn't have the healing of the Cauterize. So maybe Ice blocking that might have been a good position. He's going to land a Polymorph. Trying at least to get interrupted, locked down into fear. Another Casbolt is going to come out. This is going to be Trinket or Fireflies. Trying to see if he can do anything, but he's still locked out. He's going to get a blink around that stun. Is that his opportunity? Trying to see if he can shatter some damage into Drake Dog. Is that going to be it, though? Going to go for big shatter. Comet Storm kind of misses him by a little bit. That's going to be Bolt. Going to smack down Drake Dog. Another Comet going to come down. Is going to drop down a Frozen Orb next to him, but Drake Dog is going to set one Casbolt flying, and Fireflies is already in a position where his health is just not really looking all that healthy. Drake Dog barely taking a damage, barely taking a scratch from all the different icicles out of Fireflies. Trying to see if he can get a big Glacial Spike in there. Is that going to do it? No, that Glacial Spike is going to be the answer for that Casbolt, but it's not going to be good enough. If only he got those Glacial Spikes off, that might have been enough to take Drake Dog down. It would have been Glacial Spike versus Casbolt. That would have been insane. Which one does more damage? And Drake Dog is going to find Omni Knights. Omni Knights actually going to go for that Shield of Vengeance early. Trinket it out of the roots so he can stay onto Drake Dog. Fear is going to follow up though. Down a Trinket. Has Shield of Vengeance up and running, but that shield is going to get popped way early. It has the Trident. He has the Trident. This here looks like Aquaman. Is the Warrior of the Seas. Is that shield going to be enough to deal with Drake Dog though? He literally has a shield with an absorb effect from COS. But is that going to be enough for this duel? Use the Trinket a little bit early on a root. That's going to be Trinket for Drake Dog off of that Hodge. Fear, locking down Omni Knights for a bit. Is going to go for a big Dark Soul instability. Trying to see if he can let it Fear. No Horror Effect just to keep Omni Knights out in the open. Double Casbolt loaded up. Big damage to Omni Knights. Does he get a stun? No Beacon Flag. Lots of damage. Stun to follow. Cataclysm going to force a bubble out of Omni Knights. He's got a bubble on top of a bubble. I guess the weapon wasn't good enough. Wasn't enough to sustain him for this long. I mean, look at that thing. It looks like a spear. It looks like an oversized fork with a seashell attached to the top. That's all it is. Gonna get an interrupt onto Omni Knights. As he is trying to get some recovery, Drake Dog slugging around the corner. Is just gonna have to make his way around the pillar. Try to see if he can catch up to Omni Knights. Knights is not really looking all that healthy right now, man. His Mog looks on fleek. His hair, not that great. He does have a little bit more mobility than a Warlock, though. So it's wheelchair meets wheelchair. I mean, it does get locked out around the corner with a Fear to set him out in the open. Keeping him out in the open is exactly what Drake Dog needs. Gonna get another Shield of Vengeance running. But Conflag rates and the Fear is gonna see if he can pop the shield at a distance. Couple incinerates all it took to get through that shield easily. Let's try to see if he can get a cheeky cast out in the open. Not gonna happen with Drake Dog. The pet is always gonna be there in order to nab that cast. The pet should also be trying to just get the pet to dispel his shield, because that'd be nuts. He'll be dispelling the shield as often as he can. Big Fear coming in for Drake Dog. He's going to get a couple incinerates, but he doesn't have the big damage. The Casbolts are not quite there to cook up. But it looks like he does have the Infernal though. If he doesn't want to drop a massive Infernal on top of Omni's head, he could do it. Omni is going to try to finally get a melee range, finally able to do damage. Is he going to be able to get the big damage in there? He needs to get a Hodge of Drake Dog. Does have the wings. That's going to be Infernals to counter that. Omni Knights needs to get the big Templar's Verdicts. It's your moment, but he decides to go defensive. He has full wings. That's not even minute long wings. That's not minute long lemonade. That's full wings. And it's going to be a Shadow Fury trying to get around the corner. Going to interrupt Omni Knights to get on the cast. Then Infernal is going to start doing some damage right now. Conflag trying to keep him out in the open. Not going to land that Fear. And Omni Knights is down on wings. Horde out in the open. Massive Casbolt that's loaded up. Second one going up already. Bob coming out. But Bob is not going to save you from the destruction power of a Desc Warlock and Sparticle. The last man left standing, the Arcane Mage. It's going to be Khadga versus Gul'dan right now. Literally Khadga versus Gul'dan, except Gul'dan decided to become part of the furry fandom. All Sparta can do right now is use his mobility to his advantage. Drake Dog needs to be out in the open, needs to get cast off. The only insane instance he has is a Conflag and a Death Coil. So for Spart, the best advantage he has right now is to move around a lot. Make sure not to give Drake Dog any line of sight, while also being able to steal whatever buffs Drake Dog has, because he's going to get a lot of buffs. There's going to be a lot of haze buffs the Spart can utilize. He's going to be able to use that as an instant cast in order to keep healing himself. Coils around, going to be an immolate into a Fear. Does Spart get hit? No. If Drake Dog doesn't get the coil into a Fear for freebies, Spark can always take advantage of the fact that he has so much mobility. And Spark is going to get a bit of a healing rolling too. Going to get a shield up and running. Every time he instant casts, is going to get a bit of a heal. And Drake Dog is looking pretty healthy though. That's the problem. He's at full health. Spark getting interrupted as he's trying to get that evocation rolling. Not even going to be given the opportunity to get his mana back. And he's gonna keep cleansing Spart. That Fell Hunter is gonna keep siphoning whatever buff Spart gets every time he gets him. Gonna be a Wallet or Trade Dog as he's finally trying to get this cast in there. Keeping Spart in the open. Spart is gonna trade a Trinket for that. That's gonna be Drake's Dog. Biggest defensive down for the count. Try to see if he can nail a Fear or for Spart. And Spart can land those arcane missiles around the corner onto Drake. That's exactly what Drake wants him. Horrored out in the open. And Tyrann's trying to come out. Does he land a Shadow Fury? Try to see if he can land a Shadow Fury. Try to get this cast. Drake Dog has a lot of health, but he's a bit clumsy with how he casts, as Warlocks are. Spart has the mobility of an Arcane Mage. He can be here, there, everywhere in a moment's notice. But he simply just doesn't have the firepower of Drake Dog. But he does have the wits. He does have the smarts. Can he outsmart a power cannon? I think it's the difference here. Duster Warlock versus Arcane Mage. The Brawn versus the Intellect 200 IQ Brain. 300 IQ Play. Can he upgrade himself to the 400 IQ though? Drake Dog is actually getting some big IQ play. Gonna go for that first aid. At 29% dampening, it's not much, but it's an honest heal. Spart though, stuck behind the pillar with the pet, ready to interrupt and peel off buffs off him. It's actually gonna be a death goal, perfect pathing Spart behind the line of sight where Drake Dog can't quite reach him. But Infernal does show up, and that's going to be Spart trying to see if he can root down the Infernals, finally nabbing that evocation and interrupting Drake Dog as he's trying to get a cast out. Spart finally was able to get some mana, but that health though is not looking that healthy. That health is really not looking that good. He's going to nab a Fear onto Spart. Is that going to be an Ice Block? Does Ice Block that the Chaos Bolt? That's going to be Drake still trying to get those dots in there into Spart. Well, he has that shield. As long as he can maintain that shield the whole time as best as possible, then he'll at least stop his health from being able to be, well, completely obliterated. Fear coming in for Drake Dog again. And that's going to Spart all the way on the other side of the arena. Immediately. Just got out of there. Got out of dodge. Can he get a heal? Does he get a tick? 1, 2, 3. He got 3 ticks of food. That's actually huge. He might be able to turn around with that, but Drake does have big damage. Drake coming out for Spart. Trying to see if he can blink around. Not going to happen. That's going to be open for a Chaos Bolt. Intro Stun. Cataclysm to follow. That's going to be a powerful dot and a Chaos Bolt chucking out his health. Spart got a lot of health back, but Drake Dog just burned through it immediately. Scorched through it just now with a massive nuke that is Chaos Bolt. Back-to-back on flags onto Spart. Gonna be doing a lot of damage. And Spart not looking healthy at all right now. Not looking healthy at all. That's going to be a different pet, actually. Try to see if you can just CC Spart with that pet. That's going to be able to slow him down. It is out in the open. Does Spart have anything for this? Drake Dog just got him right in the spot he wants it. Does land a Fear into an Emily, pathing Spart away. Is he going to be able to get an Incinerate? Does land a Polymorph to Drake Dog. And try to re-polymorph again. Force it to check out Drake. This is really rough right now. 41% dampening. Spart is going to blink away as he does get hit by the Horror. The Horror is going to heal up Drake Dog. Spart is trying to insta-cast as often as he can, but look how little healing he gets from it. Every time he gets an insta-cast, it's just not a lot. Another poly onto Drake Dog just to keep him out in the open, and it's going to try to go for some damage. Big damage out of Spart. It's going to land a Maledict onto Drake Dog. Is that going to be enough, though? Spart is trying to see if he can all-in Drake Dog. Whatever damage he's got, Fear is going to stop him in place for a bit. Did get a chunk out of Drake Dog's health, though, as Drake really started with full health. That's going to be Arcane Missiles around the corner. Does get CC by the pet. That's going to be a Chaos Bolt. Oh my god, he lined that Chaos Bolt up so perfectly. He sent one flying, and he got CC post Chaos Bolt. He got a CC post Chaos Bolt. That was insane. Oh my god, the lineup for this Warlock. Spart, do you have anything left? Try to see if he can get whatever mana he has. Invocation trying to come out, but down he goes, melting to Drake Dog himself. Don't think it's a real Drake Dog, though. If you are, before you guys all get too excited. Oh, goddamn, boys. Goddamn! Alrighty. Alrighty. One, you got yourself a massive fucking number there. Boom, got a new group. Moonclaws, do you still have a group? Let me know. Does Moonclaws still have a group? That is the question. And we got the 190, boys. 10 more, and we got a full NA thing going. Full 10 for the big NA. I saw a warrior with perfect Thanos Mog in front of Org one time. Hell yeah, dude. What's up, Looker? Hi to my man. Sorry, but thirsty. I got the boy himself. Oh boy. Alrighty, one. Spart, feel free to do your groups up how you want it. You guys either keep same people or See if you want to get some new people in there. We're gonna get Boom and Moonclaws in immediately. How you doing, Dixon Ormus? How you doing, man? Locks are inevitable. They really are. They really are. That's a lot of damage, man. That Destro Warlock. I wonder if they're gonna get nerfed next patch. I kind of doubt it. I feel like Destro Warlock is gonna be the best spec. Kind of like Assassin Rogue is gonna be the best spec. Or the most reliable spec for PvP for a while. Dampening coming in hot. Yo, that dampening took a while. Any chance of you tonight, or I can go to bed? Yo, still might be a chance for some of you stuff. At least 1 in 1s, SL. At least 1 in 1s. I really do want to get a Bliv versus Chrysler dueling. Or if NA, we don't know, if more people start coming up, then we'll have that variety, and maybe we'll get some people that want to 1v1 each other. I would want to give NA an opportunity, man. The EU definitely gets more days to play duels than NA. But it's a possibility still. We are getting a bit of variety. We got Moonclaw, Spart, Boomer, and 1 with the group. So that's 4 groups, actually. So we'll see. It's going to be... Switch. Gonna be our boy, Lucron, my man, playing that demo. We got ourselves Fulio. What are you playing? What are you wearing? Is that going to be Destro demo? It looks like Destro. We got Boomer going up first as a massive outlaw. Audio playing as a DH. PvE god sitting in the back as a big old red. For Team Red, we got ourselves Derry. We got ourselves Exotic. We got ourselves Whoopie Cushion and Love. How you doing, my man? And Curson. I think it's gonna be the first man up first. It's gonna be an outlaw versus an outlaw duel. Good luck and have fun, everybody. Can we have both? Can we have the Pharaohs out of Pharaoh form, by the way, for these duels? Can we have the Pharaohs out of Pharaoh form and out of stealth, please? All rogues, unless you're dueling, out of stealth. All Pharaohs, unless you're dueling, out of form and out of stealth. And looks like Boomer is gonna let Kirsten get the opener. He's gonna go for a bit of that bow. Is gonna still land the opener. I was thinking maybe he would go for the pistol shot thing with Boomer. 2 pistol shots and then you get to go pistol, bam, let's go. That's gonna be gouge for Boomer as soon as he gets opened up by Kirsten. There's plenty of opportunity. Gonna land that adrenaline rush rolling a little bit early. Trying to get the calm points is gonna get a good roll. It's gonna get a full stun onto Kirsten. Trick is out of immediately to disarm for Boomer. Boomer's gonna just kite him around with pistol shots before he gets stunned up in his own. Back to big disarm onto Kurt. Oh, Boomer was the one disarmed actually. Okay, so now it's a disarm onto Kirsten into a blind. Kirsten's about half health. Is that enough health though? Boomer could maybe take him out in a single go. It's gonna land the sap. There's gonna be a full sap. Does he have enough? Does go for a little bit of cheeky bow. That's exactly what Kirsten did to him. Trying to see if he can just one-shot him right now. That's not going to be a blind. Blind coming onto Boomer. Chickens out of it immediately. One's going to get a gouge to Kirsten. Maybe a stun to follow. Needs to get a lot of procs. Kirsten does snag himself a bit of a heal as Boomer goes to unload the damage. And Kirsten just looking for that big old reset. Boomer's not going to let him. Grapple hooking right next to him. Going to get big zaps from COS pants. It sounds weird when I say Boomer's going to zap him with his pants, dude. Double disarm for both of these rogues. Kirsten is going to be eating the negatives of it. That's going to be mad. He's still going to smack him. Boomer's looking to pick up the eyes. This is guns him down like that in the streets of Ruins of Lordaeron, just like that. Gets a stun onto Derry. Is Derry going to trick it out of this though? No, going to set a full. And Boomer looking for maybe a reset. Did Derry go for the big meta or is that just I-beam? It looked like it was just I-beam. He is going to try to catch up to Boomer, landing a stun on him, and it's going to go up in the air. Boomer. Does he go for that vanish? No, he doesn't. Just gonna go for that a bit of a line of sight. Trying to go for the regenerate. Not gonna happen. Derry got that angle just by a hair. I'm surprised he was able to do that. Stun coming onto Derry right now. Boomer gonna try to see if he can unload damage. Enough damage for Derry to force a trinket. And Boomer's just gonna try to see if he can avoid it. Metamorphosis is catching up to him though into a blind. Derry is with full meta. Now with a blind. Is there any sap DRs though? No. That's a full sap. He's going to go for a full reset right now on Derry. That's not going to be a big meta. No, he actually rolls short meta. Can he sap through a meta? Cheap shot? Can you stun through that meta? I want to see this. Marfa that stun into a killing spree, winding it up. Derry still has a meta, but for how many more seconds? Oh, a few more seconds. As he gets the stun to Boomer, he's going to roll into the I-beam. One more combo. Get a disarm. Can't go for big damage. No Blade Dancer or Annihilate. It's actually playing defensive. Retreating back against Boomer. And it's going to go up in the air. Boomer's going to go for that feint. Does he get the line of sight? Oh, he could go towards the ledge. Actually, he just runs away far enough from... No, Derry does snag one last lance in there. Wow, what is the range on Derry's hits? It's like 60 yards? 100 yards? It's definitely longer than 40 yards, especially with the fact that it goes up in the air. It really does get to just rain down parade, man. It really does, literally rains down from above. But there is not of the fight. No trinket, blur available, darkness not up. He can still go for a resell with Boomer. Unless Boomer is very clean on his CC chains here and gets real lucky with some procs. Does dash in and does interrupt Boomer on the opener. Is going to land that stun, getting that demonic into an prison as he just trying to get himself a little bit extra more damage. He's going to go for that blade dance, but still going to get gunned down by Boomer. Full stun into a disarm, no damage he can really respond with. And there's just out in the open. Is going to try to see if he can disengage away from Boomer for just a second. No, he's actually going to get back in and is going to go flying up in the air. Boomer is not going to burn advantage here. Oh, how does he land? That line of sight, man. This pillar just does nothing for you. And Darren's going to retreat back into his hole. Has eyes in order to see Boomer if he does approach him. Trying to see if he can kind of... I think he's just trying to see if Boomer flinches. That's all he's trying to do. Because he charged at him, kind of like, ooh. But is he going to flinch? But is he going to flinch? That is the question. Boomer hang around the corner. Not going to get found out like he did in the opener. But it's going to be instant trinket out of Derry after that stun from Boomer. And it's going to be Gouch trying to keep him pacified. Into another stun. Derry just can't unleash the demon that's inside of him. Does land a short stun into Boomer with some damage. Back-to-back stun, but does lose metamorphosis towards the end of it. That's going to be maybe a Cloak of Shadows. Does land a cloak. Oh, Boomer does force out a cloak. That's going to be Malik back in Derry. Does get the massive metamorphosis leap, but he's actually going to leap to safety as Boomer's going to catch himself a little bit of regenerating. Does snag a few ticks of that. I-Beam going to get interrupted by that stun. And there just doesn't have a lot of left, as Perry's just going to nullify any damage he wants to output into Boomer. Trying to go up in the air, as that's all he's really got. That's the only strat that's so far worked against Boomer, especially when he gets a line of sight Boomer, trying to make sure he is really clean in his LOS when hovering behind the pillar. Derry does snag himself a throw glaive, though, around the corner. Into an imprison. Into a stun. A little bit of a blade dance, but that backs up. Grapple hook for Boomer. Is he gonna be able to know? Try to see if he can I-beam through the wall. Not. I don't think it works like that. Pretty sure it doesn't. That was an interesting thing to chest though. It does get a stun to Boomer as he's fully disarmed, completely clipped. Dropping out darkness for just a second. Boomer doesn't want to fight it out at all. I think there is out, man. I think he's done. I think Boomer played him out like a fiddle to the very bitter end. All Derek can do is maybe see if Boomer dies at the beginning of the arena. That's about all he really can do. Does he get hit with a cheap shot? Maybe a stun to follow? Hopefully Boomer has an escape plan off of that. More for that stun. Killing spree to follow just to finish him off. Who's the next guy? Is going to grapple the hell out of there. And it's going to be Whoopi as a feral. And Boomer's going to get back to stealth. Now it's a stealth duel, boys. Now it's stealth duel. Oh, it's talent free. Or here it's not the VDH. Except I hate them. What are you talking about? But in charge, give me another 10 minutes. What? He doesn't see him with eyes in the group. Wait, what do you mean? Jack, what's up, Benz? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Hope you're having a good one. It literally says praying for classic beta. Boys, praying for classic one day, man. Playing for that classic. Boomer getting opened up by Whoopi right now, or Swoopy. I call him Swoopy. I think that's a better name. Full stun, forcing a trinket out of Swoopy. Actually wants to go some big damage, but it's getting slowed down. But Boomer does land a root. Cloak of Shot is coming in a little bit early. Swoopy doesn't still have thorns, though. If he doesn't have thorns, he might be in the worst situation possible. No trinket against Boomer. This might be a bad situation. Does land a gouge. Does Boomer go for a big old reroll? He might wanna. Is gonna get the adrenaline rush rolling. Does get a stun to Swoopy. That's gonna be Matic to follow. Maybe big damage. Follow trinket for Boomer. Off of that, Matic out to Swoopy. Does get a wall rolling. Does he get thorns though? I feel like this man forgot to grab thorns on the way out of the door. No dots in the Boomer either. Left it completely dry. No bleeds to keep him going. That's gonna be a adrenaline rush open by, or ambush open by Boomer. Landing on the stun, mark for that, and just guns him. There it is. Alright, next up, another feral. Dude, Boomer's just wiping these guys out one by one. Stun coming on to Boomer. Big damage, big bleeds. An Exotic actually is shredding through Boomer's health in the opener. Boomer is going to recover a lot of that health back. He's going to play very safely. Trinket coming in. Exotic does get a second stun. We're going to get more damage. Big bottom to Boomer. That's going to be slows back-to-back. Cloak of Shadows not going to be available. I thought he vanished. I thought he dodged that Maledict for a second. It looked like it flew by him, but it actually does connect. It actually does connect. That would have been hilarious. Exotic does have big incarnate, but he's going to be in stealth. Boomer can pick up eyes if he wants to. He's going to get a heal rolling. Gonna see the Feral though. Does cap him out in the open. Is going to be able to pistol shot him before Exotic gets the opener. Does get a gouge on him. Does he get the big stuns? They're building up the calm points for it. Exotic just not power shifting at all. He's going to try to skull bash the Boomer. It's going to be full stun. Marfarth wants it to follow. Try to see if he can get quite a bit of damage. It's going to be parry afterwards. Welcome in for Exotic. Does have thorns this time. This Feral actually does have thorns. This kitty has thorns. Exotic getting that wall rolling. Boomer is going to pistol shot him. Doesn't want to let him out, but doesn't want to die to thorns either. Grapple hooking as Exotic tried to catch himself a reset. And Boomer is going to snag himself a bit of a heal. Stun to Exotic right now. Does he have enough damage? Those spans from COS get his massive procs right now. The big zaps from the sky. Zeus himself sends some lightning. Exotic is going to land a cyclone to Boomer. No trinket available too. Wow, full reset, boys. Why aren't you playing beta? Didn't get an invite. I wish I did though. We're waiting for it, boys. It's there. It's on the way. That's all it is. It's on the way. Stun to Exotic. And I think Boomergatti does snag him down. Last one left is going to be Love. For the love of God, just eliminate Boomer, man. Is obliterating the whole enemy team back to back. He said the cycle for the last second surprise. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Very surprised. Basically, he's building the common points into a stun and disarm whenever things go wrong. He got tons of ways to kite. Basically, yeah, as Outlaw, there's a lot of ways to deal with a lot of classes. Boomer's playing this very, very carefully. Does pick up the eyes. Does pistol shot Love. He does land advantage though to get advantage. Cheap shot onto Boomer is going to go for the massive vendetta damage. Boomer is going to gouge it. Not going to force a cooldown on Love. Stun to follow. He's going to force out the trinket into a blind. Does Boomer have dots? He does have dots. Actually, yeah, vendetta is sticking down on him a bit. The poison damage. Let's see if he gets anything from here. Evasion coming out. Love just force out the trinket out of Boomer. Into a blind. He just got him with the same exact trick. Kidney, force the trinket, blind, but Love doesn't have the big damage anymore. I think I can still maybe do something to Boomer. Boomer does snag himself a heal at 38% dampening though. At least there's that. Cheap shot opener. Love. They're gonna have a DR. It's gonna have a DR. And it's gonna give up Boomer opportunity to turn it around. It's not gonna stun him off the bat. Just gonna disarm, get some freebie damage into a stun. Big zap from the sky into a big old killing spree onto Love. Cloak of Shadows is that's all he's really got, man. He's just trying to do what he can. The Cloak of Shadows does actually help a little bit. And that's going to be Malik to finish him off. That's going to be Boomer 1v5. A classic Boomer 1v5. But a Cloak actually wasn't bad against COS Pants in case it could, in case he could zap from the sky. That would work for him. Alrighty. Alrighty. Who else got a group, boys? One, you got a group, my man? You got a group ready to go? Let me get that US 191, I think. Yep, 191. Let's fucking go. Good job, Lucron. I mean, Boomer. Oh my god, Lucron didn't even get a fucking play. Come on, man. We're ready? Alrighty, boys. They're ready. Stay ready. I'm feeling like a soda. I haven't got to drink soda today. All I have is water. Chat, let me go snag a soda real quick, okay? Let me snag one real quick. Yo, entertaining one. Do what you can to entertain the chat. I'll be right back. Alright, back. And we're back, boys. And we're back. Alrighty. One time, I was like 12. I smacked my head into a bird feeder. Cracked my head right open. Almost died. The end. I don't do dad jokes. Yeah, dad jokes would have been pretty good too. Alrighty. Let's get you 1 versus Spart. One Spart. We're gonna give these guys another round of play. That's what we're gonna look for. We're gonna give him another chance because Spart's team got completely obliterated by Desc Warlock. We'll see if that guy's still in that group. It might have to have him go last if he's still there. Drake Dog, where you at? No, Drake Dog. Okay, interesting, interesting. We got same group for Spart, but we're not gonna have Drake Dog this time. Drake Dog had his round of insane Desc Warlock gameplay, just obliterating the team like no other. Alrighty, switch. Let me actually get my soda cracked open right now. One roleplaying as a woodpecker didn't go well. Storytime pog. Ooh. Damn, I love how Katsukin and Boomer control the duels like it's their own. Oh yeah, dude. They're comfortable in their element. They're the gods in these phases, man. Come on. Come on. Alrighty, boys. Let's reintroduce our boys on the red. We got Fireflies. Kazlo. Playing that enhancement still. Mist. Womni Knights and Spartica leading the charge with that group versus Team Bloom. With Dogram, everybody flying. That was a perfect moment. Dogram, we got ourselves Dorden, we got a Frostmourne, Fury Dark, and one. I don't know which one is going to be going first, last, or anything. It looks like it is going to be Fury Dark. Azeroth Unholy Death Knight versus Kazla. It's going to be Unholy versus Enhancement. We actually saw something very similar over on EU the other day. That's going to be Capacitor Totem with a Counter-Strike Totem right now for Kazla. Kazla actually walking away. No, the Capacitor Totem actually can hit from kind of far away. He just needs to make sure he's in range of it because it looks like Fury Dog doesn't realize the totem is up. It is zapping the pets, and the totem does go down. Does on a stun to Kazla. Gonna force the chicken out of him. Big thundering, turning around damage to the Fury Dark. Might have to pop defenses a little bit early here. Is gonna pop it that IB up. Big heals. Does get the Warlock Hellstone rolling as well. And Kessler is just trying to find a way to deal with the damage that Fury Dog is putting out. That's gonna be the Armor Dead. Gonna be dropping down the Tremor Totem. Not really sure if that does anything against him. I guess he might be meant to drop another totem. Because Tremor doesn't. Okay, weird. Anyway, it's gonna be Kessler getting hit with a big Necrotics or Maledict. It looks like it wasn't Maledict. Fury Dark looking still pretty healthy. That Counter-Strike Totem might turn around if he doesn't realize what's going on. Kessler needs to stay next to Counter-Strike Totem to let the damage happen. It looks like it has a pretty far reach actually. Fury Dark is going to get himself full Dark Pack rolling right now, getting all the health, as much health as possible as Counter-Strike Totem is going down. Kessler is going to get hit with a full stun. Needs to heal himself as much as possible. Needs to get some slows and CC on the Fury Dark ASAP. He doesn't want to run too far away. Missing the Sundering though, which is going to be huge. Dropping down Capacitor Totem on all the pets in the world. Needs to get himself a lot of healing rolling. Almost backpedaling into an eye. Kessler, you got this, man. Run for it, Fury Dark doesn't want to let you go anywhere. Come here, boy. Gripping him out in the open. And down he goes. Omni Knights, though, is going to get the benefit of the... What is it? What is a Paladin? Revenge ability? Basically, when an ally dies, you get small damage reduction and damage increase for a very short amount of time. Back in Legion, it was huge amount of damage and defensiveness for a short amount of time. Now it's a lot smaller, but it's still a part of the thing as a Paladin. He's just trying to take advantage of it right now. Shield Evade is coming out a little bit early. That's going to be Omninet tricking it out of the stun as Fury Dark trying to see if he can do anything. That Shield Evade is going to break. It actually does split the damage amongst all the enemies around. So Fury Dark being on Holy Death Knight, he really does have a native advantage of that. Iron Knight's health is not really looking all that healthy. Is going to get the wings rolling with a bubble a little bit early. Trying to see if he can just score a winner to Fury Dark. And Fury, all he can do is just hope for the best, and down he goes. He did have anti-magic zone. Probably should have used that. As saw the cooldowns out of Omni Knights, just reduce the damage as much as it can. That's going to be a lot of holy damage coming out of the Paladin. Omni Knights is going to be able to get up to Durden, as Durden had to line aside to him. He's going to drop down for a second, and Omni Knights is already there trying to pump damage. Durden is trying to get some cooldowns rolling little by little, getting Beastshell Wrath, Crows rolling. Is going to trick it out of the stun, does trick it out of the stun. Omni Knights still has a massive shield. It is holding up for now. Field commands are trying to break through Omni Knight's defenses. Omnignite's getting that shield re-upped himself over and over. That shield only absorbs a portion. It's not a full shield. Only 25% of the damage that goes into it. But it's still huge. It's almost like a defensive, really. Omnignite is gonna get frozen out. Oh, it actually looks pretty cool. Wielding the weapon like that. Because normally you don't see really paladins wielding the weapon. Either it's in one hand, or it's like on your back. Normally you never really see him wielding it, holding it by two hands. Durden is going to be playing Beastmaster, trying to see if he can get the kites in there. But Omnignite is going to get the hand of freedom rolling early. It's going to get the wings up and running with a stun. Does Durden have enough defensive rolling as Omnignite is just cleaving right through him? Is it going to be enough damage to go though? Not enough. Durden is going to drop down the Dire Basilisk. Needs to find a way to kite Omnignite to the Basilisk. Does land a stun. And the Basilisk, the fat bastard that he is taking his sweet time, walking over. He's going to get one chomp, two chomps, but still, the Shield of Vengeance is still holding on. Durden is going to take quite a bit of damage, though not as many pets to cleave in between. It's actually going to drop down on Turtle Shell a little bit early. Is that going to be enough pet damage in order to break through the shield? It does. Pets are going to take quite a bit of health of damage, but Durden is still looking pretty healthy. Does drop down a Freezing Trap, which is perfect, as he does get a Hodge onto the Hunter. But it's still going to be able to shrink it out of it with full wings rolling. That's actually going to be full wings this time. Big damage, and down goes Durden. Omnignite's clapping up pretty easily. Gogram next, though. Is he playing that enhancement? Oh, Elemental Shaman booping the Paladin out into the open. And a freedom rolling for Omnignite. Stormkeeper to come out for Dorgam. Trying to see if we can get a big damage. Lightning Lasso does have the Elemental rolling with him. Primal Fury, Fire Elemental. Mallet to follow. Is he going to drop the big elemental in there? Could go for the big Earth Shocks, though. Doesn't have the zaps to follow up those Earth Shocks. But that's still a lot of damage going out to Omnignite. It's going to be able to land inside the pet. Big Midget still does crash it down. Bopping in a bob. Not the best move ever. Dispels it immediately. Trying to see if he can get a flashlight. Does juke out and interrupt. But Dorgam is going to have that interrupt very, very soon. He's going to send a couple of meatballs flying at Omnignite. A couple zaps with healing surge to follow. Maintaining his health. Expecting the Hodge of the Paladin in a moment. Is going to drop down. Lightning Lasso is not going to be enough damage, though. It's not going to be enough. Barely enough, dude. Barely had it. It's going to knock him out again out in the open, keeping him out. Try to see if he can blast through the Shield of Vengeance ASAP. Did Omnignite also... Dorgam did drop down a grounding earlier. Did he hodge the grounding by any chance? If he did, dude, Omnignite is just screwed. He's just done. Big Earth Shock to follow. Is going to reflame shock him back up. Hodge coming down. Dorgam didn't have a grounding for that one, though. Only a few seconds away. Maybe could have set one up ahead of time. I want out to make sure he is covered. He needs to get a big Earth Shock and a double zap onto Omnignite as soon as he can. That's going to be slowed, but the Paladin does get to purge off the Hand of Freedom. Big Earth Shock, maybe? Or did he already burned through all his zaps? He burned through his zaps a little bit too early, in my opinion. I feel like he needs to get the big Earth Shock, triple zap to get the big damage. Lightning Lasso. Maybe he'll be able to snag Omnignite. Maybe that's enough damage. Is going to knock him back out in the open. He keeps knocking it back, but Omnignite keep getting back up, man. He just keeps getting back up over and over and over. Maybe that shield is doing a lot more work than we thought it would. Maybe it's actually allowed to, he's actually allowed to get the full damage out. Earth Shock to follow. Omnignite does get a stun onto Dorgam. Does he get the Thunderstorm? It doesn't look like he does. It's gonna get the Void Shield rolling. What is that BS? Void Shield as a DPS. Nutty. Are you kidding me, dude? You got the match, the COS versus COS. The two dudes. I'm surprised Dorgam doesn't have every item from COS. Like the pants and the other trinket too. What is this, dude? What is this? Guarding Totem does come out. Does Omnignite go for a Hodge here? Or is he going to bail out for a second? Nope. Double zap, knocks him into the wall. Doesn't really move him as far as he needs to. And Dorgam doesn't really look that healthy anymore. Is going to get Hodged up. Trinkets out of it immediately. Does he get the Earth Shock? Mallet to fall into Omnignite. Does he not? Ooh, it's going to Shield of Vengeance, but that's going to be a bubble. While Shield of Vengeance is up and running, he got a bubble inside of a bubble inside of a bubble. Triple bubble, dude. Holy shit. Triple bubble. Dorgam, I don't know how you're going to come back from that, man. I actually don't know how you're going to come back. Frost Shock's coming out. Try to see if you can just CC the Paladin for a bit. Gonna get that Hand of Freedom rolling. Gonna dispel it immediately. Dorgam's still hanging in there, man. Does he get the Void Shield back up? Does he get it back up? I think he should be dispelling Omnignite's shield whenever he can. Because he actually can't purge it off. As you can see, a portion of that shield actually goes into Omnignite. Gonna get a Hodge in there. Gonna get the second pet. Does get a second defensive roll. And second wall coming out for Dorgam. That's gonna be short some by the pet. Dorgam tried to take him out near the LOS. Does he knock him out? Oh, almost. Armor Knight's had the perfect angle where he can bump into the line of sight, into the wall, and live it. Dogam is going to try to go for a healing surge on the other side. Imagine not having Paladin go first. Hashtag dampening. Wait, well, Omni Knights didn't go first. It was Kazlo. But yeah, Omni Knights was up next. That shield though, that weapon is doing really well. It's doing work for him, man. It's doing wonders. Bit of line of sight, bit of heals. And he's doing just fine, burning through his defenses. Hydrogen Dogam, does he have the Thunderstorm? No, angles himself away from the Thunderstorm. That is going to be second stun by the pet. While coming in by Dogam. Dorgam. Call him Dogam. Or Dogram. But it's Dorgam. Like door, as in like you open a door. And then Gam, like grandma. Like Gam Gam. Dorgam. Armor Knights has the shield back up and running. Vengeful Shield of Vengeance is the shield I'm talking about. Trinket available as well. Dogam trying to see if he can zap him through. Lightning Lasso is going to force the trick out of the Paladin. Is he going to be able to finish him off? That's going to be a Void Shield for Dorgam right now. He uses that Void Shield to stay alive for as long as he can. Just sprinting the hell out of there. Look at this boy, he's so fast. Sprinting away from Armor Knights, just staying away the whole time. Probably the worst matchup for Armor Knights, but also Dorgam. He can't quite get the damage enough on a Paladin, and Armor Knights just can't quite finish him off. Even though with all the slows, Dorgam is still running 100% movement speed because of Ghost Wolf. Like literally, he's just running full speed the whole time. He just can't stop running full speed. Try to get a Thunderstorm onto the Paladin. Not gonna happen. Does Omni Knights have enough to finish off the Paladin? Try to see if he can land a Hex. Is it gonna happen though? Does he get interrupted? I think Rebuke just came out. If he does land a Hex, not gonna happen. Hodge coming out of Dorgam. Is that enough damage though? Can this Paladin finally finish off somebody? Lightning Lasso gonna stop him. Bob available. Shield of Vengeance available. Dorgam is not out of the fight. I think it's done. Yeah, I think it's done. Yep. I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know what's going on. Keeslaw. Yeah. I got one first. DK got a big green swirly thing next to the enemy group. And held one up, not sure exactly what it was. What are you talking about? Frostmourne, you mean? Or the other guy? Do we have a druid maybe? Ysera's gift? I don't think it was that. That's gonna be one. Is that one? Yep. One as an affliction. Gonna see if he can take down Omni Knights. We're 11 minutes into this duel, boys. This is the longest fucking duel of my life. No wonder my jaw is starting to hurt. Hodge coming down. Omni Knight's gonna get to see by the pet one. You gotta come back, man. You gotta make a big comeback. Big 1v4, dude. Get me all excited and hyped up for these duels, dude. This has been the longest fucking duel with this Paladin. We're in 38% dampening. Gonna whore him out. Try to see if he can land a couple of unstable afflictions in there. That pet is gonna be zapping him through the wall, actually. What? That pet could zap you through the wall? Look at the Dark Glare, dude. That pet could actually zap through the wall. Not gonna waste any zaps while Bubble is up and running. Is gonna get one zap in there. Second zap. Trick coming up. Ramirez. Third zap. I'm just counting how much the zaps that other pet does. Hodge coming in onto one is gonna get hit with a rebuke. Does he have the mobility to get out of that situation? Is gonna get some C chain with the pet. Just to get all his dots up and running with a couple of UAs. Is gonna land one UA. Second UA is gonna be caught around the corner. Iron Knight still has his massive shield. And he's gonna go for flashlights back to back. I don't know if one might be better. Maybe to go with the Fell Hunter pet, or maybe the Succubus is the way to go against the Paladin because you can't CC him unless you're being when you're being attacked. That is an advantage, but you can also strip Paladin off of all his buffs. Maybe we'll try to change it up the pet a little bit. If he changes up the strat, he's gonna go for the Hellstone to reheal. We're at 13 minutes, boys, in this fucking duel. 13 minutes. First duel got to 70% damp. Won't be surprised, man. Won't be surprised if it actually happened. But this guy got a big shield, man. It's actually doing work. Interrupting the pet is he's trying to get some CC, and there's going to be a horror effect by one. It's going to get some dust rolling. I mean, it just doesn't take any damage. I mean, Affliction more like doesn't really dish out too much consistent damage. But one, I mean, Omni just doesn't take any. A couple of UAs to stack up on him, maybe a third UA to follow. Doesn't land the third UA, but it's still going to be quite a bit of damage to Omni Knights. It's going to send a Death Call in there too. Death Call did some work, but not an insane amount. That's going to be Pet CC to follow after. I think, oh, Shield of Vengeance right now, dude. He just got double bubble, man. Just shields forever. Hodge coming out. Is that anything you can do? Nope. That was it. That was it. Frostmourne, your last man standing, my dude. I guess this paladin. Yeesh. That weapon. That weapon, though. He actually does get that weapon proccing quite a lot, doesn't he? Being a paladin that can heal himself with really good healing. Bubble and Bop is an immunity. Like, it's actually kind of a hard matchup, honestly. Isn't it? Wings coming in for Omni. Can Frostmourne do anything at all? AMS and trying to see if he can just survive with the output of damage by Omni. Doesn't want to get into melee range, but he doesn't want to quite run away from him either. It looks like he almost wants to wait out the cooldowns. Is going to have to go for that IBF, dropping down every pet in the world. The Gargoyle, the A-Bomb, and he doesn't have the grip for Omni-Knights. He does have slows forever, and he does get the Army of the Dead rolling as well with a big Apocalypse. So even if he can collapse the damage onto Omni-Knights right now, that's going to be Bop for Omni. But the pets are still doing a lot of work. Most of his pets are magical pets, so actually keeping him out in the open where the pets can just keep casting at him is probably the best opportunity. Frostmourne is not really looking all that good, though. Not looking all that healthy. Bop coming down. Actually, 1v4. Holy shit, the amount of healing, dude. The amount of healing that guy had is insane. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alrighty. Alright. That was the longest fucking duel ever, dude. Holy shit. PvE items? Oh, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, boom. Hell yeah. Yeah, the PvE items in PvP, it's really just the COS items, man. It's really just the COS items that are just like, I don't know how I feel about them, honestly. GG Pally, he did pretty good. What's up, Del? How you doing, dude? What's up, Iron Potato? How you doing, my man? I was here. What's up, Insanity? How you doing, my man? Nibbit Inc. Undergeared Aquaman 1v5. Undergeared? Is he undergeared? Is he really undergeared? I don't even know how much health he had. It didn't look like he was undergeared to me. It looked like he was pretty healthy, honestly. Tridents are the best item in the game. Procs way too damn much. I do agree, yeah. It does look like the Trident because it says low chance to proc, but it's like, it means it doesn't have an eternal cooldown. So you can proc over and over and over. Some items have a low chance, but they proc fairly low. Like the pants for leather wearers, or the pants for male wearers, those proc actually low. But that item, yeah, it does proc pretty often, really. I think they should lower the proc chance for non-tanks, you know what I mean? Like if you're a DPS, at least in PvP, just, or put a cooldown on it. Like a 30-second cooldown or something. Because it seems like it's definitely meant to be a tank thing, honestly. Hashtag going again with Del Potato. We could, yeah. Del Potato didn't really get a full round, so yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. I'll be down for the count. 12 round arena. That's a massive arena, boys. So that's going to be a lot of room for you guys to roam around and enjoy. Have fun while you got it. If it makes you feel any more better, Demon Hunters can't use the pole army. Yes! As a vengeance? Oh, man. Yo, Baron been trying to play as Vengeance Demon Hunter. We might just have to have him play Vengeance today, man. I just need to give him an opportunity to play Demon Hunter. Aquaman, it's me. That's you, man? Jesus, dude. That weapon is nuts. 157k? Wait, you healed you that much? That's incredible, dude. That's just incredible. What's up, King Brian? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my guy. Not participating in duels, not to send out buffs too. Doesn't make it to the end. 100 was Spirit Mending teammate. Was it? Yeah. Don't be buffs. Keep them to yourselves. Keep them to yourselves, boys. The only buffs that are allowed are Priest, Mage, Warlock, Hellstones, and Warrior buffs. Palace, keep them to yourselves. Hunters, keep them to yourselves. Yeah. Let's not. Don't be healing everybody. You'll be doing that. That's weird, though. That's weird. Switch. Alrighty, boys. Another day, another dollar. We got ourselves Dorgram with a Void Shield. I don't know how that's gonna go. It doesn't seem to be that strong for a melee or for a DPS, but it's gonna be a Team Blue with Durden. Frostmourne going out first. We got ourselves Fury Dark and one on Team Other. We got ourselves Bulbasaur playing the Beast Mastery. We got Fully in here. PvE God X as well as one. I kind of went from one to the other in a weird order. But it's going to be, look, we're getting gripped out in the open by Frostmourne off the bat. It's going to be Unholy DK versus a Demonology Warlock, beefing up the pet already, trying to see if he can snap a fear. Not gonna happen. Trying to see if he can juke out the kick. No, not gonna be able to. Trying to see if he can let it longest Demon Bolt ever. Not gonna happen either. Fear is gonna be hitting Frostmourne. And finally, Lucron is given an opportunity to at least get maybe a little bit of a building up to follow for the pets. It's gonna actually stun the Army of the Dead right before it falls apart. A-bomb turning the fight. Lucron is gonna bail out of there. Does get reflect rolling in case Frostmourne. Try to grip him out. Try to see if he can actually lock down Frostmourne. Why he's out in the open. IBF coming in for Frostmourne. AMS. Hand of Dark Pact. What am I talking about? That's actually Frostmourne still taking a lot of damage even though AMS is up. So many of his pets are melee. The Tyrant is out in the open. Gonna slap him down with a bit of damage. No Tyrant dissipating just now as the same trigger rolls in and Frostmourne is just maledicted completely. And down it goes. Lucron decimated him. Fully obliterated him. Put him out in the open. Boarded out. And then before running away and letting Frostmourne LOS, he was like, you know what? I'm actually going to keep him out in the open. I'm going to come out, get my cast out, get my damage. Go, 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 go. Big damage. That was perfect. And Frostmourne popped everything. And he couldn't survive. And Lucron is going to be a bit of a drive-by for Duradum. As he gets out, Dark Basilisk needs to get a stun to Lucron. That's going to be Dark Basilisk actually getting feared out. Oh my god. The fat bastard can't... First of all, he's already fat and slow, but he can't even play now. And it's going to be stuck behind this Leos the whole time. Lucron is just going to get a couple more instant casts and Duradin. Acceleration finally coming out for the Hunter and Lucron. Peeking around the corner is his old friend, Dark Basilisk. Does he fear him out again? Is he going to get one chump in there? Big Dart. No, he's got feared out. And he disappeared. No, Lucron was like, I'm gonna make it pet disappear. God damn it. Why did I find that so funny? Duradin needs to get the big damage on Lucron. He's been behind this whole duel so far. It's gonna interrupt him on the fear, so he's not gonna have to sit CC chain, but it's gonna be hand to cooldowns coming out. Nothing he can do about it. Duradin got some cooldowns rolling, does have Bestial Wrath, and the pet is actually going to get feared out. Bestial Wrath came out a little bit late after the fear. Stun coming on Duradin. Does Lucron have the big damage? Is going to go for double stun? No, not going to happen. Duradin's still going to be able to kite quite a bit. Another hand to go down coming out. He's going to have a million pets available. Lands a fear onto the pet again. And it's going to be drained live. Duradin going to be able to reconnect with his pet for a second. And Turtle Shell has to come out. Not really looking all that healthy. Exhalation not up for about a minute. Duradin needs to find a way to heal. Make a play or something. Fear coming in onto Duradin this time instead of the pet. Lucron is going to keep him out in the open. Get a couple of shadow bolts into a hand to go down to get the resources rolling. Instant cast to follow. Duradin try to see if he can snag some line of sight. The pets are going to be on him. Pets are going to be on him, but at least he's going to be able to get away from most of the imps and the rest of the army that Lucron is putting together. Gonna use Duradin's pet actually to generate a lot of resources. Look at that. Hand to go down's coming out back to back. Does stun him for a moment. And it looks like Duradin is just over there messing with Lucron's pet, actually. Does freeze and trap it. Looking to maybe go for a CC. Does he go for a camo, maybe? Does he want to go for camo? No, not going to be able to. Lucron sending out a second pet. That's going to be full army of the demons. Army of imps to empower the Tyrant. Clapping through Duradin, and down he goes. Just needs to go for the big damage. That's going to be up next. It's going to be one. It's going to be a rematch of these two Demonology Warlocks. Lucron just used his offensives, though. Just used his cooldowns. That's going to be behind a little bit, as one is going to have a small advantage in that department. There's also going to be a change and a difference of playstyles. One has the talent where he summons demons passively, but Lucron on the other hand is going to have on a cooldown a second Felguard during all his cooldowns. Lucron is playing the sacrifice pet, sacrifice imp style to empower the Tyrant. I think one is playing exactly the same playstyle, so it's actually going to be slight deviation in playstyle, but it's going to have a very, very similar output. So we'll see if that makes any difference at all. The Lucron getting stunned up, and one is actually going to land a bunch of the Vile Bombers running in there around the corner, smacking Lucron. Actually going to drop himself a bit. And I see another pet. The one just got spawned randomly. It's a Shavara pet, just came out of nowhere. Lucron's going to land a fear onto one's pet. Going to interrupt him. He's getting locked down and cast. Going to send more imps at him. I keep forgetting that imps actually spawn with a Warlock instead of the kill target, which I kind of like, but I think here having imps around the corner would be a little bit better. Lucron's gonna hit with a stun. Is this where one is gonna go for big damage? Double imps into pets is gonna get the reflect rolling. Hand to go down to fall right after. Trying to summon the Tyrant. Actually silences himself on a trinket while trying to summon the Tyrant. Tyrant finally comes out. It's gonna be a horror effect. Banish onto the Tyrant. Not gonna happen. Getting stunned up. Still trying to get the banish. Does banish the Tyrant. Lucron is at least able to stop a good portion of one's damage, and the Tyrant being the biggest portion of it. But he's still not really looking all that healthy. The wall available any soon right now. If he wants to use it, lands a horror onto one, kiting him around the way, trying to rebanish a pet. That's going to be stunned to Lucron, shortest stun ever. But Lucron looks like he survived the opener. Lucron is looking like he's trying to get himself an army of his own going. That's a lot of imps on the ground, and some of them are ones and some of them are Lucrons. Lucron could get his own army rolling. Does he have the big setup? One has a trinket still. Going to be banished onto the Doomguard. Lucron could go for a big setup. But his one side left corner is going to be Bile Scourge Bombered. Not going to be able to approach from that angle. Horror effect coming up a little bit early. He's going to go same thing. Lucron is going to get the fear rolling onto one. Stun coming out, but it's going to be late. Whatever wombo combo Lucron try to go for that one. It's not going to happen. Actually going to get interrupted at the end of the banish. You got the banish out, but I think you try to go for Shadow Bolt right after. He's gonna get locked out. Is gonna be able to get a hand to go down, stacking up some pets. Lucron is gonna go for the big setup right now. He's getting a bunch of hand to go downs. He's probably getting really good on procs for the soul shards, and wants to go for big damage. Getting on top of one is gonna force the trinket out of him. Second stun. That's gonna be big. Tyrant as he gets horde out in the open. Tyrant is gonna smack him once, smack him twice. Banish for the Tyrant coming in. Lucron is gonna be able to interrupt one. That's still a lot of pet damage. That second Felguard still doing so much work. The army is rolling on top of one. He's gonna get the safety trinket rolling. Lucron on one side, the army in the other. Horrors Lucron. The Tyrant does fade away, but the second Felguard is cleaving right through one. Mounted to follow. Banish coming in. Which Tyrant does he get? He does the summon Tyrant. That's actually going to summon his own Tyrant onto Lucron right now. Going to turn the damage around, get a lot of resources, and Lucron is going to have to find a way to deal with the demons again. Tyrant is back up, is going to interrupt that Tyrant. One survives it, but use the Tyrant, I guess, to generate a lot of resources instead of going for the big imp setup. That was actually very interesting. One, though, is getting himself an army rolling again. Lucron doesn't really have that much of an army rolling. Although one can't control it, that's the biggest problem. All he can really do is hit the Doom Guard that Lucron has. That's all he can really do. Somehow it's scaling the wall of this pillar, interrupting Lucron in the sphere. Stun coming in onto one with a Demon Bolt for Lucron, trying to get a long cast in there. Lucron's going to get Horde out in a stun. One is going to retreat a little bit to his side of the pillar and back up. Lucron and one are neck to neck right now. Both of them have very, very similar health. Lucron's going to go for Drain Life, and so is one. Lucron, I think, is going to be able to get the next opportunity for a go. He's going to have his Tyrant. He might even be able to wait long enough to get a second Doomguard stun, so he can chain Doomguard stuns together while getting a massive Tyrant up and running. But we'll know this when he's starting getting the full army rolling. One is making sure to maintain some sort of a handful of demons at all times. Getting a bunch of demons actually back to back. That's a lot of imps. That's a hand go down off of Doomguard for Lucron. I think it's almost like trying to kill the Doomguard over time. And Lucron is doing the exact same thing. Going to get a horror effect to one. Stun coming in. Is one going to go for the big damage? He's getting a few instant casts in there. Getting some cheeky instant casts into horror. Back right at him is going to get the Tyrant in there. Banish coming in for Lucron. Going to banish the Tyrant immediately. Wall is going to get his own hand to go down rolling again. Is he getting the big army? I think he's going to go for the big setup. Going to get a stun onto one. Is he going to trick it in? The Tyrant comes in. Does he get the second demon? He does. That's going to be reflect for one. Going to get smacked around with a lot of damage. Lucron barely has any health. And one lived it by a hair. Lined the Tyrant. But one's pets were a little bit smarter than that of Lucron's. I think Lucron's pets actually started attacking something else altogether. Barely made it out of that one, dude. Closest duel between two Demon Warlocks. Next up is going to be PvE God X as a Red Pala versus one who's just got out of cooldowns, man. All he has maybe a trinket at most. I don't think he even has that, actually. Looks he has a human trinket and Relent. He's going to still kite PvE God out. I think that's it, man. I think this is it. Yep. PvE God looking to close out the rest of this fight versus Fury Dark and Dorgam. Is going to go for that Shield of Vengeance rolling. Get in there with Crusade. So he's actually going to go for the little bit of slower birds. Going to get the bomb so he can get big, easy damage to the Fury Dark melting through him before AMS would even come on. Going to go into the Shaman. Not even going to give this man a bit of a chance to even get a kind of a setup or anything. He's just going to go big damage right now. Back to back. He's the last man standing. Going to try to charge at him. Going to get knocked back. PvE God has massive Crusade, dude. He's on a Crusade. He's going to take back. I don't even know what he's going to take back. Light Elastic, keeping him in place. Has a bubble if he needs to. Dorgram not really looking all that healthy. Has a Malik's Maxim. Gonna have to go for the long game to see if he can get the hell out of that situation. And PvE God is still on him though. Walk him in. And Dorgam does still have a Void Shield, so I wonder if he's gonna use it or when he's gonna use it. Gonna get the pet up and running. No trinket available. Does get the stun by the pet. Bubble coming out for PvE God. Dorgam, does he live it? Execute sends on a Void Shield up and running. He's gonna be able to use that shield to live for a little bit. Ghost Wolf coming out. Does get a second wall by the pet. That's gonna be Lightning Lasso. Does he get the big zaps in there? I think he would have used those. PvE God is still looking very healthy. Still trying to stay mobile and active with Dorgam. He just can't do anything, man. Earthbind Totem, that's all he's got. Hand of Freedom. Somehow people, like, when they run to the wall, sometimes they're just, like, scaling it. I don't understand why. It's almost like there's, like, dips or notches in the pixels. This is a wall. You should be able to, like, go all the way around it. Weird. Arch coming down. Trinket available for Dorgam. Not gonna use it yet. It's just gonna knock out PvE God X. It's gonna stun him out in the open. Dorgam, can you find a way to finish this fight? It's gonna let the hex into PvE God though. It's gonna do that. There's a cockroach flying at him. He's gonna kill the totem right before it goes down. Dorgam, do you have anything left here? That's no bubble or bop right for PvE God X. Can Dorgam somehow turn this around actually? PvE God X actually not looking all that healthy. Wait, he actually doesn't have a lot of cooldown. Shield of Avengers up and running. Gets the full crusade. Dorgam is gonna get a Lightning Lasso trinkets out of it. Get a double zap. Does he get the Earthshock and the Trafalgar? No! Almost had it, and the Paladin does clap him out. Oh man. Oh man. I didn't like how that ended. I didn't like how that ended. Alrighty, boys. What else we got? Does we have anything? Got an ally team. What's up, Avengers? How you doing, my man? An ally team. We can get you going as an ally team. You have another team. Spart, Moonclaws, y'all got a team? 192, 193. Also, do we have Chrysler and Oblivion chat? In case you want to get a 5-5-1-1 going. I got a 5 new? Awesome. Okay, we'll get Spart in. I think this is going to be the last one for the day, boys. Spart versus Vengeance. 99. Versus Spart. Alrighty, boys. 5-5-1-1 group alliance. Need one more person. Oh man, if this is gonna be a quick one, then maybe we can go. My group can go again. Yeah, if this is gonna be a quick one, then maybe we can go after. A lot of these duels on an A feel like they're so long. Is it just me? They feel like they're long. I don't know if they are or not. Maybe next week then. Baron as a bench. Yo, dude, you gotta get. I think you should get yourself Havoc Demon Hunter gear. We'll probably do more NA duels, Baron. If you're on, man, and we do NA, man, you're more than welcome to join. Try Vengeance for once. I'd be fine with that. And to play Warlock again, dude. Warlock's a pretty good love. They're pretty goddamn good. Desc in particular. But Demon's also really fun and really good. Thank you so much for allowing me to play Dollar. You're the biggest inspiration. And Zonix, my man. No, I don't know. We'll see you next time. Yo, appreciate you, my man, for coming by. You guys are more than welcome to join in for these duels anytime you wanna. But should bring back resilience. Let's bring back PvP power as well. Yeah, resilience. I don't know, man. That's maybe that was a better system. I don't know. I feel like the current system is not bad for gearing, although it definitely does have that advantage for the PvE concept. The Twitch. What do we get this time, boys? We got us a Seavark off the bat, out in the open versus Peachy. Open it up as a subtlety. Big damage on the Peachy right now while in bear form. Actually blasting ass through Peachy. That's going to be Thorns up and running. Seavark needs to be a little bit more aware. Maldic with a bash to follow. Drake inside of it. Ooh, I like that set. It's like a modified Bloodfang. Seavark looking pretty healthy right now, man. It's sub-rogue. Peachy is going to bail out of that one. Get himself a massive heal. And try to call for a reset. Seavark has a bunch of dots. Needs to make sure. Oh, doesn't quite snag Peachy out. But it's going to be a cheap shot, though. With Peachy outside of bear form. Is Peachy going to be able to do anything, though? Big eviscerates coming out. But Seavark just doesn't have the biggest burst for those eviscerates, though. Cloak shot is coming in off of that route. Peachy might just need to be blinded or something. Might just need to hit him with a blind. Vanish coming in for Seavark. Does he still have dots? He's just going in ham, dude. He's going to obliterate through his dots, too, though. He's going to shadow step to his group, but Peachy, he's on a run, man. He's on a chase. He's going to bail out for a little bit. Does he Moonfire Seavark? He couldn't try to Moonfire. He's going to Skull Bash to him. Is Seavark going to be able to get the opener first? Seawork is gonna need to go for big damage. Is gonna be evasion. Peach is gonna pop into bear form and try to see if he can just outlast Seawork. Seawork does have Shadow Dance rolling. That's a wasted dance. Oh no. Sap! What? Whoa, Seawork just put some peekaboo moves just now. I didn't think he had anything. I did not expect a sad just now. Nice turnaround to full kidney. Peachy's gonna trick out of it. Seawork hopefully has a lot of cooldowns left. So actually blasted through Peach's health very quickly. Another cheap shot into a Maledict though. Peachy's gonna get himself a heal. But that Maledict is gonna come in a little bit later after that heal. So Peachy still is able to recover a ton. Is gonna go for that regrowth. Probably should have waited for a little bit longer. Seawork is ruled out in the open. Does he have any dodges? Does he have any bleeds? Looks like he does. He's trying to AoE the Feral. Couldn't quite deny the opener for Peachy. And Peachy's just gonna try to see if he can blast through him. Back-to-back stuns. Big bite to Seawork. Seawork can maybe still turn this around somehow. He's gonna get rooted out. Peachy's gonna play for that hit and run strat, I see. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you're going for. Another open onto Seawork. He might just want a kidney shot on Peachy. Try to see if he can force a cooldown on Peachy. He needs to either go for big damage or something. He needs to go for big damage. Seawork needs to get a trick out of Peachy. Turn around, big damage, Shadow Blades, anything you got going on. Is this actually going to run by Peachy, Shadow Step into landing the Night Blade, and is going to try to see if he can catch a reset. Do you still have dots though? Peachy, I think, almost hits you. I think all he needs to do is go for a sap again. If he goes for that sap play again, that'll be perfect. That's going to be a reset for the both of these. Except for Peachy, gonna try to go for a hunt. Walk right by him, AoE. See if we're gonna get that Night Blade full kidney shot at Peachy. Try to see if he can force a trick out. Peachy is just not taking damage, but that's gonna be Seawork actual blasted to his health. Almost got him to about halfway point. Peachy's just gonna get some bleeds and Runo to Seawork. Try to get away. Seawork cannot let Peachy reset. The Seawork having any dots. Peachy needs to get some bleeds rolling onto Seawork every time he roots him. I think he actually does have a bleed. Opener again. Peachy is gonna go for big damage. Well, these guys at this point are just waiting for the cooldowns, trying to see who commits the most amount of damage. Evasion coming in for Seawork with a Cloak of Shadows, and they're just trying to turn damage on to Peachy. Gonna pop into bear for him. I think Seawork might just have to pop big cooldowns to force the trinket out of Peachy. Come back, blind, reset again. Like, that's all he can do. Trinket out of Peachy right now. That's perfect opportunity for Seawork. Peachy should be aware of the fact that he doesn't have a trinket. It's going to be brought to lower health. No hot or nothing. No, he does have a small hot. And Seawork does catch him in a blind. Is that enough health though? So Seawork, this is exactly what he wanted as a rogue. Get the Feral in low. It's going to be shield to put Peachy close to more than full health. That's a lot to burn through him. Yes, he have Shadow Blades. I guess Seawork no longer has Shadow Blades anymore, actually. He's going to try to see if he can burn through big damage on the Peachy. Going to be a pre-wall for Peachy, forcing out defenses. But Seawork doesn't have evasion, doesn't have nothing. All he has advantage on the trinket. The Peachy, all they need to do is get big bleeds on the Seawork and let the bleeds rot down. Seawork is going to try to avoid Peachy as best as possible. That LOS a little too short. Does land a sap. Double sap on a Peachy. But he still has some sort of a dot. I think like a Night Blade or something. Seawork was perfect with those saps, man. Double sap and Peachy. Full kidney shot coming out. Does Seawork have the big damage? Shadow Blades to follow. Maledict to approach. Is that going to be a big cheap shot? Maybe he needs to get those cheap shots in. Peachy still has a wall available. Might want to pop it right now. He does. Maledict completely is going to get himself a bit of a heal. Swiftman's coming out. Seawork is still on his ass though. Completely obliterating him with Shadow Strikes. Viscerous to follow. And now he's out open, rooted out. Peachy, no trinket for a while. Seawork, if he has enough to finish off Peachy right now. And he does catch himself a reset. Seawork is out in the open with some bleeds. Peachy's gonna get at him. Open it up with a rake. Seawork, no trinket available for a while. No evasion, no cloak. Big bite coming in for Peachy. And it's gonna root Seawork out in the open. He's just gonna bleed. All he has is a concoction to maintain his health just by a little bit. Who's gonna win? The sub-rogue or the feral druid? The bleed damage of a feral druid is insane. But the burst opener and CC capabilities of a sub-rogue is nuts. It's just absolutely insane. That's going to be full kidney shot onto Peachy. Is that enough for Seawork though? I don't think it is. He's getting good damage. He's making progress. It's getting Peachy below 50% mark. That's going to be... Oh, Thorns is going to cloak it with an evasion to follow. Seawork is just committing every defensive available. It's going to be Maledict to follow onto Seawork after. Not going to be able to snag a heal even if he wants to. This way Peachy could go for some damage. It's actually just going to stag it in there. He's going to get a bash of the Seawork, no trinket available. Try to get the bleeds up and running. Let Seawork rot down. Blind coming in. Peachy's just going to chill. Seawork is going to try to get the concoction, but he's just getting dampener at about 6% right now. And it's going to get a reset. Peachy is low on health. Trinkets out of the sap. Get an opener to Seawork. Bold move caught. The most bold move I've ever seen. Wall in his damage. Trying to see if he can finish off the rogue right now. Doesn't want to give him any chance, man. Get a shot on the Pichu right now. Off of that, big damage coming in for Seawork, actually. Getting some good procs. Big eviscerates. Cheap shots still coming out. He's going to get that Nightblade in it with advantage to follow. Peach is still looking healthy. He's going to get himself a shield up and running. Hots is still rolling. This could be anyone's game, honestly. As Peach is just not willing to give Seawork any opportunity to reset. You're just going to put blades on him, run away, reset. But Peach is not going to sit in the back and just reset forever. He wants to keep Seawork out in the open, making sure to moonfire him around the corner. I think Seawork's best opportunity is maybe to get a shadowy duel in the enemy team. I think it's exactly what he's going to go for. He's going to shadowy duel and sprint the hell away from Fury Dark. So it's going to be a way for him to almost like get his mini vanish in there. So for Peachy, this is good. No, for Peachy, this is bad. For Seawork, this is good. Is Peachy going to be coming out? Oh, Seawork is AoEing. Does he still have dots on him? Or is he just trying to draw Peachy to him? It could be that he doesn't have any dots. He's just trying to be like, come here, come hither. Come here, kitty cat. I'm over here. Oh my god. 30% dampening between these two. Both of them are just not willing to give the other a chance, man. They're not willing to give up their fight. And that's what I like about these duels, man. Horde versus Alliance, not giving each other any ground. Just trying to stay ahead of the competition at every corner. Playing safe, but also playing aggressive if they need to. That's going to be a stealthy duel for a bit. Ooh, goddamn, boys. Goddamn! Holy shit. See, we're trying to see if we can AoE Peachy. Dust snag him in AoE. That's going to be bear for Peachy. Pretty bear in this. Gonna be able to bear this damage for now. Seawork, although is making really good progress. Imagine if this wasn't in bear form. That's gonna be thorns for Peachy. Seawork has blind if he needs to again. Oh, does he actually? It might not. Peachy does get himself a couple regrowths. Seawork does have a few dots rolling on him. Does he actually? Where's the back resell duel? Oh, does land the opener. Peachy just needs to go in big damage, big bleeds, and then just shred through Seawork. I feel like that's the only way they're going to be able to do this. Is they need to get the bleeds, and the bleeds are doing work. But Seawork is just not really taking that much damage to those bleeds, honestly. Evasion for Seawork, that's a massive defensive. It's going to AoE Peachy, deny him the opener, but that's going to be Incarnation. Trick it out for Peachy. That's going to be Vanish for Seawork. Does he get the Nightblade? No, actually playing very defensive against Peachy. No trick available for the Feral. Does get the Restealth and an opener to Seawork. Trick it out of it. Does he get the Nightblade? Seawork needs to go for the big damage right now. Shadow Blades to follow. This is going to be the biggest numbers out here. He's just trying to end this man's whole career. Was going to be wall coming out for Peachy. Maldic onto the Feral. Not going to be able to get a lot of healing. And Seawork is just trying to dodge and big bites coming in. Rooting out in the open. Does land a cheap shot on the Peachy. Barely anybody has any health. And Seawork actually gets to bail out of there with the bleeds rotting him down. Peachy barely has a fair amount of health compared to Seawork, but still in a very dire situation where Seawork can just turn it around on him. That's gonna be another shadowy duel. I think Seawork just got AoE'd actually. He just got AoE'd. Peachy's right there. It's gonna get the Nightblade in. No, gonna be Peachy reopening on him actually with a rake. And a regrowth to follow. Does Seawork have enough health? Does he have enough here to live? Does he get a Nightblade onto Peachy? Does land a cheap shot? Does he go for the big damage? Can he do it? Turn around. This is his one last opportunity. He's going to get a concoction. See if he prolongs the fight. Big bite for Peach to follow into a runner to Seawork. The concoction's still keeping him afloat. Bleach's bleeds just don't seem to do the work here. Just don't seem to end this rogue. But that opener just might. Greatest goddamn duel between two agility classes, and down goes Seawork. God damn, boys! There we go. Wait, Seawork, did you go undead instead of orc now? I like that, dude. I like that. Look at the mugs. Look at the weapon, dude. Yeah, like very simple weapons, but a really cool enchant on them. That's good. Peachy up next versus Vanguard. Alright, that was a 10-minute duel, chat, okay? That was a 10-minute duel. Damn, those two fought till 30%. Yeah! I would think that Rogue would have fallen over with the bleeds way before that, honestly. Vanguard is trying. Ooh, what is this Magma, man? He looks like Rambo right here, dude. John Rambo. Peachy is going to open up. Not going to waste any time. Get his bleeds up and running on Vanguard with a badge to follow. Vanguard needs to force some cooldowns out of Peachy. Thorns is going to be a bit of a detriment to him. He's going to get a Shield of Vengeance up and running. Oh, could he actually get the Shield to pop? I think you should set this. It's going to be a big Tempest Verdict. Oh my god, Peachy actually swapped into cat form at the worst time where Tempest Verdict just smacked him. Could that shield still pop on him? Could that shield still pop on Peachy? No, he doesn't have a shield anymore. My god, Peachy almost just got it decimated just now. Gonna get reopened onto Vanguard. Mounted follow. Vanguard did pop his big wings. He has the minute-long wings if he wants to. Maledic back at Peachy, gonna get that wall rolling ahead of time. Rootin Vanguard right now needs to go for that Hand of Freedom immediately. Needs to be expecting those roots out of Peachy just to get away from him. Is gonna go for the minute long wings. Does the minute long lemonade do it? Gonna be a restyle for Peachy. It's gonna be maybe a Hodge. Does land a Hodge, but it's gonna be tricky immediately. Vanguard was out of wings though. Gonna be interrupted. Does Vanguard die without a bubble right here? Peachy could essentially maybe do something. Gonna be Executor status. Peachy still taking quite a bit of damage. Vanguard, even without wings, could still be deadly. Barely has any health. Could bubble us out or bop it. Is gonna get another slow to Peachy. His thorns are coming out. Is that gonna be enough though to keep him afloat? That's gonna Judgment around the corner. Barely has any health. Oh my god. Peachy just hovering, teetering on the edge of death. If he can interrupt Vanguard though on a cast, I feel like with Incarn, he could just shred him down maybe. Incarn, bite. Big damage, bite. Maybe? This is going to be a Hodge onto Peach. It looks like he's lagging a little bit actually. Executor says, I think he might be done for the count. Unless he comes out of it. Does he have a wall? Does he wall it? Shortest stun onto Vanguard, and looks like a little bit of lag caused Peachy a loss in this game. Very, very unlucky, man. Very unlucky. Next up, who's it going to be? 44% dampening, boys. It's not a lot of time to left here. We got Druid, we got Fury, we got Hypnosis. Kyle Jr. Kyle Jr. Dude. Guy's named Kyle. Get baptized in monster. I like to put holes in walls. This is just Kyle Jr., dude. He's learning. Kyle, just imagine Vanguard is a wall and put a hole in him. Just punch him. Oh, god damn it. Most of you guys probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. The Kyle memes. Guy's named Kyle. This Kyle Jr. though. Gonna get the open onto Vanguard. Hopefully Kyle has a much better time with Peachy, as Vanguard is going to be popping massive wings on him. Big damage could come out. Kyle is going to get a defensive rolling, but a Maledic is going to slam him as well. Is going to get the mobility and kiting around the pillar while landing himself a few heals. Maledic finally falling off. 50% dampening. Neither of these guys is going to have the healing that they would want in the most optimal position with 0 dampening. So any kind of heal going on from here on, boys. You're going to have to work for it. Opener coming in. Kyle can at least get the blades up and running. It's gonna go for some big damage to the Vanguard. It's gonna be maybe big damage. Could that be Incarn? Is gonna get Thorns, trying to get Vanguard to kill himself through the dots. Not gonna happen. He's gonna try to bail away, trying to heal and maintain himself through those bleeds. While he's got a big bite coming in by Kyle as he gets kind of side swipe on Vanguard. Does he get the kick on him though? If he could interrupt him on a cast of Flashlight, he could interrupt the wings. He could interrupt Bubble. He could interrupt Bop. This would actually be huge. If Kyle gets that perfect opener, man, is going to get the leap rake. Kyle gets stunned up. Is Vanguard going to go for big damage? Minute long wings coming in. Execute sentence. That's going to be a big execute. Going to pre-wall his damage. And Vanguard is going to bubble out of there. Going to go for a defensive heal. Try to get a slow into Kyle, but that's about all he can really do at this. Oh, actually going to get offensive with Kyle right now. Flashlight in his face. Doesn't get interrupted. Vanguard might have went in a little bit too early. Is going to get a trick out of the Hodge. Yep. Went in a little bit too early. Should have probably got his health caught up. At this high dampening though, it can be definitely really difficult. Sparta's trying to see if he can find Kyle around the corner. Is he going to be able to though? That is the question. Kyle is going to land the opener. Sparta's going to trick it immediately. Doesn't want to give Kyle any opportunity to get any kind of damage. Maledic to fall onto Kyle. No healing available. But he doesn't land that arcane missile as Kyle gets behind LOS. It's going to be very difficult for Mage to catch up. Oh, maybe not. Actually, Kyle not really looking healthy at all. Sparta just blasting through him whenever he gets a chance. Is he going to be able to catch up to the guy, though? He does have a dot on Kyle for a bit. Yeah, the dot is the only thing that's not letting him re-stealth. Wait, dot's off. Invis for Spart. Dots Kyle is gonna blink. Arcane missiles tries to get a wall in it, interrupt the Sparta at the very last second. He knew that arcane missile was gonna be the end of him, but Sparta's gonna blink back. Another slow to Kyle, trying to see if he gets some damage and then a little bit of bite. Actually dropping Sparta's health quite a bit. What the blades are doing work. Oh my god, blades are doing work. Trying to see if he can land himself a re-heal. That's gonna be interrupted onto Kyle, still hanging in by hair. Still hanging in by a little bit of fur. He's going to reopen on the Spart. Bash comes in, forcing a block on the Spart, actually. Spart thought that he was going to take out Kyle easily here, but Kyle is really giving him the run for the his run for his money right now. Another bite onto Spart as he gets himself a shield. Big root coming in for Spart. Leaps away. Arcane Missiles. Oh, Arcane Missiles chases him to his early grave. Kyle played that out really well, honestly, with what he had to work with, man. Honestly. Everyone had Instacast Cyclone, those times were alright. Yeah, dude, if Fairly had Instacast Clone now, that would be insane, dude. It would actually be absolutely insane. Poly's gonna come in for Spart. He's just trying to keep Fury Dark at bay, but that army, the A-bomb, is actually just tearing right through him. Look at the damage that A-bomb is doing, dude. Spart doesn't have a lot of health to really work with. He's gonna have to get some big damage to Fury. Nope. It was out of it, man. It was out of every cooldown possible. Next up is gonna be Terrorblades. Try to see if he can end Fury Dark right now in this duel. Fury Dark is gonna go for that Dark Pack, Woodledge Born, AMS popping every defensive. Can he survive? Terrorblades though. Every defensive in the world is used. Even lands a stone onto Terror. Took it out of it, and it looks like Demon Hunter is going to be able to obliterate the Death Knight. Even had a Malak ready for him and everything. At 73% dampening, boys, this is basically where everybody's just trying to do whatever they can, just the most amount of damage. You're not going to be able to play a long game, so just do as much as you can while you got it. Going to be a Pet CC into a Fear, kind of overlapping both of those. Hypnosis is going to run up face to face to Terrorblades. It's going to try to get the Casbolts in there. Short Casbolts, actually, or long, in terms of his cast. They're going to try to see if he can bail away. Line aside the second Casbolt. The Infernal is still up. That's still going to do a lot of damage. Terrorblades needs to find a way to deal with this. He's going to go for that Metamorphosis, trying to leech the health. He's at least stop-gapping his health from going any lower, but he's definitely not letting it recover at all. Stun onto Hypnosis, but that Infernal literally takes him out with a passive damage. Next up is going to be Bloodlust. Try to see if he can end it, but that Infernal is still out in the open. It's going to be Pet CC. He's going to try to land a Fear off of that Pet CC. He really doesn't need to double this up, honestly. Gonna be trying to see if he can land him in Casbolts. Infernal does drop. That's a Fear onto Bloodlust. Does Zerker Rage out of it. Bloodlust maybe has enough damage in order to get through Hypnosis. Yes, he's just out of cooldown. Scroll together. Is gonna Trinket, get a big Dragon's Roar rolling. Hypnosis is gonna get hit with a Fear. He's gonna trick out of a Horror Effect onto Bloodlust. Does he have a Reflect maybe? If he can reflect those Casbolts, that'd be perfect. But those Casbolts are gonna go flying, dropping below 50% health. Get a big charge, heal. That's gonna be Pet CC to follow. Hypnosis, just go for the big Casbolts right now, my man. Oh, he's gonna land the Fear. Again, he tries to overlap the Fear with the Pet CC and it's gonna get a Drain Life. Bloodlust is really just sticking down on his last bits. If we're at 81% dampening, not going to be doing him any privilege. Any privilege at all. Hypnosis, I think, got in the bag. Even as a defensive still, as a shield. In case Bloodlust does get some kind of a big setup, I don't think there's anything you could do there. Damn, dude. A lot of these games on NA went to the really high dampening. I gotta say. Like, the EU ones sometimes go really into, like, long-term games. But today, overall today, boys, the NA games, I mean, some of them are really good, really close, but I noticed a lot of them go for a very long while. Like this first one with the Rogue and the Feral, that was insane. And Bloodlust is just moments away from being smacked with a Casebolt in front of his face. At least he gave it a good old chance, man. At least he gave it a good old-fashioned try. Oh, and I think that's gonna be it for today, boys. That was all the duels of the day. Because I'm hungry. I'm starving, dude. I've been starving since like 6 p.m. honestly. I've been hungry. I'm struggling a bit with my class choice at the moment. I can't decide between Death Knight, Demon Hunter, Rogue, or Warrior. You have any advice? Yeah, I feel like you gotta figure out if you want to play a tank or not. If you don't want to tank ever, then if you want to tank, Warrior, DK, or Demon Hunter should be an opportunity for you. And then from there, just decide which DPS class you like the most. Warriors are pretty good right now. Fury and Arms are interesting. Fury is really good for PvE. Arms are really good for PvP in arenas. Fury is really good for duels. Rogues are incredibly good for everything. Raiding, dungeons, PvP. Very versatile, 3 good specs. DK is really good in Unholy. Frost is dead in the water. Demon Hunters are really good. Both specs. Well, Havoc is really good. The DPS spec. Vengeance is going to get better in patch 8.2. Hopefully it'll be enough. But most of them, if you say they're all standardized, you just gotta ask yourself, do you want to play a tank or not? If you don't want to play a tank, Rogue might be your best option because you have 3 specs to play with. While for like Arms, Warrior or Fury, Warrior, you really just have one viable, mostly Fury. Unless you PvP exclusively, then Arms will be better. DK, you can't even play Frost anywhere. And Demon Hunter, you only have 1 DPS option. That's really it, my dude. Hopefully it gives you at least an idea. I think those are over. And man, I'm sorry, boys. 2 hours did pass. We had a lot of long duels, but some really, really good duels, man. I enjoy myself. I gotta get something to eat, man. I'm fucking starving, dude. I'm actually really goddamn hungry. Really, really hungry. I ate really early today. I ate super early for like when I wake up. So I've been starving, man. I'm out of juice, so I gotta call it. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday, we'll find something to do, boys. Maybe some more duels. But thank you guys so much for coming by. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming along and enjoying your time with me. Always appreciate it. I'll see you guys all next stream. Alrighty, boys. Peace.